Hey. Let's roll up gas.
What?
Yee. We live, baby.
Live in effect.
Another one.
We're
coming at you, baby.
Oh, good.
Roll up gas
New Year,
podcast.
That's how we get down.
I'm your host, Quincy Dukes. We got
Chef Crespo. Happy
Motherfucking
New Year.
Chef Crespo in the building. We got Mr. Marcus. He needs to slide over in the frame.
I
So
already slid over this slow ass connection.
it's not. Oh, I mean, I guess, but whatever.
Crespo's like, I'm gonna sit on half the couch.
Yeah, Crespo ain't even on the mic. He doing work right now. It's all right.
Crespo
We'll give him a pass.
We got his church socks on.
Goddamn right, nigga.
Well, a happy 2022.
Oh shit, we're already in 2022.
It's the goddamn future
Oh
for
shit,
everybody.
it happens.
Did you ever think 2022 would be like this? Like when you were a kid, what did you think the year 2022 or 2020 even was gonna be like? It's almost like a crazy milestone, but
I didn't
it's just
think.
another fucking year.
I just remember when it was the year 99 going into 2000.
Yeah, everybody's freaking out.
And my mama had like the whole basement full of like water, canned goods.
Oh shit.
Your mama was
Oatmeal.
one of those.
She was one of those. I didn't live with my mama, but we went to go visit that week.
What did she think was gonna happen?
I don't know. They thought the computers were going to do the bleep, blop, bloop, and everybody was going to go that way, like in the Matrix.
The computers were gonna bleep blop.
They thought everybody was going to go that way express.
I never thought in 2022 we'd all be PC gang.
I did.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even.
I thought I was gonna be playing PlayStation forever.
I mean, in retrospect, for myself, the very first video game I ever played was on PC. I played Doom over at my cousin's house.
I'm also very proud of Crespo for playing PC. He played Battlefield last night.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves and give
Game.
him too much credit.
I did hop on there for a couple
did.
rounds. You know, I got some kills.
He played with
I'll
me.
go-
Crespo
And I
played
did keyboard and mouse.
Battlefield.
I did
He
keyboard
played
and
with
mouse.
me.
Bless
Okay.
Entire
all right.
game. He had 35 kills.
Yes,
All
I
right,
did. I did have
let's-
30. Big fella.
Like
Let's do. Hold on.
Nigga.
Hold on. We're gonna do a compliment sandwich here.
Okay, all right.
So,
I know what that is. I get
Crespo-
those all the time at work.
Crespo, you got
Good, bad, good.
you got on Battlefield, and you did get some kills.
Thank you, sir. Thank you kindly. What's the bad part?
You have played all of 2 games with the crew for a sum total of less than an hour with any of the crew since you've got a computer.
No, that's a damn lie.
Okay, what games have you played with us?
What's that game that we used to play? Ark.
When did you play Ark with us?
I definitely played Ark. for a
Okay,
minute.
all right.
And then
You played-
everybody started
He
tinkering
played.
off.
Hold on, he played a little bit of Ark with us, so that's 3. All right, that's my bad. I was wrong about
Valorant.
that. No, you played Valorant for about a round when you first got your computer.
I played it a couple times because I played with Marcus too. What was that other game that you? me and
Marcus
you
don't
played?
play Valorant.
I don't play that.
What was the other game that you played then? It was a shooting game.
Battlefield.
No, it was something else. I don't know. It was,
I can't remember. I don't play.
It was a free
Marcus
game.
played-
You know, that nigga Kobe always got them free shooting games that he always
Right,
come out
and that
with.
was probably Valorant. Is what
It
you're
was-
talking about. You played
it was-
Valorant
it was
with us
another one,
when you
though.
first got your computer.
That Road Company.
Okay, Road Company.
He played that with us.
You played Road Company.
He played a
Okay,
few games
all right.
of that.
So you played 4 games with us.
4 games.
Even still, maybe
Hey,
you've got 1 hour.
Hey,
Maybe you've got an hour. Cyberpunk is a single player game.
Hey, he's
But
getting
we were
his.
playing it at the same time
He's
though.
getting his feet wet. Okay, baby steps.
All I'm saying is this nigga don't play no games with the
Baby
homies.
steps.
This nigga play nothing but 2K
I'm just saying when I
and
first
XCOM
got when I first
and
got
House
a,
Flipper.
and
when
how
I
and
first got a
fucking
computer. When I first got a computer, the only games I was playing was Madden and GTA.
no.
4.
When you first got a computer, Madden wasn't even on computer yet. That wasn't the first, only game. you
Madden
was
been
playing.
on PC.
Nah.
Yes, it has. I used to play Madden 2003 on my computer before I went
Okay,
to work.
all right. Maybe it was on computer,
Nigga,
but
and
Marcus
I
wasn't
had a
playing it
I had
on
a
computer.
Microsoft Sidewinder
That's true, I was
controller.
playing-
Marcus wasn't playing Madden on PC till
All right,
like
so
last year.
I was playing.
It wasn't
GTA.
online, but I had the game.
But GTA for sure was one
I was
of
playing
them.
GTA. I remember that
Yeah.
stuff.
Nigga,
I mean,
remember
Marcus
'cause it was
plays games
Marshall
with the
Falk
homies.
on the cover. Remember Marshall
I remember
Falk on 03?
playing. I remember playing Ark when I had
Yeah.
a 730 Ti graphics card, and my shit was like block puzzle, like all over.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. It looked good at the time. But okay, and then the other part of the sandwich, you have shown improvements on when he was playing Battlefield. You know, we was proud of you. You know, you was using keyboard and mouse, and I told you it was gonna be a struggle, but you know,
I stuck it out.
you still got some kills.
Yeah,
It
I
happens,
sure did.
you know.
I'm gonna get better though.
Sometimes you gotta get in there, you know.
Get better. It takes time.
It takes time. You
I
know?
thought by the year 2022 we would have found a better way to wipe our ass. You know,
I mean, we kind of have.
We got
have
flushable
those
wipes.
shells.
They got those.
Is it a seashell?
Yeah.
Oh, the 3 seashells. Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but
You don't know about the
use
3
like
seashells?
regular toilet paper, then follow up with the flushable wipe.
This fucking guy doesn't know about the 3 seashells.
I know.
I don't think
three
I
seashells.
don't think I
Oh,
know it
man.
either.
I know about Cottonelle flushable
I mean,
wipes.
Demolition Man joke. Sorry.
Oh,
That's what they had in the future in Demolition Man. There was no toilet paper. They had 3
That's
seashells.
how I
I've
envisioned
smoked,
And then they were
a lot of
clowning.
gas
I
since then.
understand. But they clowned
gas
Sylvester
with a seashell.
Stallone.
Yeah,
Because they're like, he doesn't know about the 3 seashells. What the fuck?
I'd have been like, look here, you bum.
Because he didn't know how to wipe his ass
Nigga,
with
I
3
tell you what,
seashells.
They future look trash. Like
Taco Bell.
They got a lot of shit right.
I know they did, but they still look trash.
Oh,
'cause
of
that
course.
movie came out in like '93 or something.
Well,
It looked
the thing
trash.
is our future's kind of trash. I mean, it's great, but it's also
No.
kinda trash.
I'm
There
saying
was
it's
a,
not as far as like the outcome. I'm saying like we got cool TVs and shit, and
I mean,
cool
yeah,
technology.
for sure.
You know, shit like
Technology
that.
is always gonna get cooler, but
There was a clip on World Star Hip Hop, our favorite website, and it said the future started to look like Idiocracy, and they did a clip of like Idiocracy the movie, and then they showed this lady like talking about I ain't gonna lie, I forgot what the,
Student loan debt.
was it student loan debt or something like that?
So they had a lady in like
Is that
I
what
guess
she was
like
talking
the what is it like Senate floor or where you can go and talk about shit.
yeah, was
So
it
She was like,
Come
you
on.
know,
Officer Harris?
no. It was just a regular white lady like talking about student like how much debt she was in. She's
Oh,
like, I
okay,
went to
okay.
law school for blah 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 blah, and I'm in
And I
debt,
got this much debt.
this much debt, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. She's like, we should help everybody out and get rid of fucking student debt and shit. And then they showed us, I think it was CNN or Fox News reporter, and she's like, blah blah blah.
All
blah,
I heard
blah.
was blah 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 blah.
like
blah,
just like
blah,
mocking
blah.
the chick, you know. And I was just like, that's fucked up.
and he sounded real gay, just like on Idiocracy.
Anyway, he came in while I was watching out my balls.
Can you pull up World Star Hip Hop really quick for us? Their old Benarino.
Oh yeah, there's a new tab there. I mean,
And
here's the thing about that, and I don't know if you guys will necessarily.
Oh, no,
agree. There's a
World Star Hip.
new tab.
At the end, yeah,
Yep.
you know.
Okay, so
WSHH.
if you just type in W in the search bar, in the address bar, it'll come up. Because that's all I do on that computer is type in World Star, apparently.
And then it's search Idiocracy.
Okay, but yeah, we don't need to necessarily pull that up yet, but
I know. I didn't want to forget about it because I thought you guys would get a good kick out of it. I'm really mad. I couldn't find
Yep.
this video. Not to cut you off or anything.
go ahead.
The fuck? It's supposed to be on there for real. But there was a video on there. They took it down. There was this YouTuber dude, and he had $100 bill in his hand, right? And there was these two middle-aged white ladies, and this white lady was like, "That's my $100 bill." He was
Just
like,
go to the
"Well, can you?"
homepage, maybe, Ben.
He was like, "Well, can you at least give me
Scroll
$5,
down.
$10 since I found your $100 bill?" She was like, "I'm not giving you bullshit. That's my 100." So he like opens it up. She like snatches it out his hand. He was like,
Just
"Man,"
run it a little bit.
he was like, "Man, that's a fake $100 bill." He said, "Do you walk around with fake money in your hand?"
Like it says movie money on.
Yeah, like movie money on. Oh, you saw that clip?
Yes.
Oh, I was okay. I couldn't find it on there. And
The
then this-
fuck, nigga, I've seen every clip. This is like news to me.
Oh my god.
I watch regular news and then I watch this shit.
talk
This
about
is Negro
instant
news.
karma though. Like, you know how dumb that bitch must have felt.
Well,
Yeah,
a lot
so
of
he had
people
he
look
was
stupid.
playing a prank, and he was acting like he found
Yeah.
$100 or something,
Yeah.
and she was trying to claim it's hers,
Yeah,
just to try to.
and then he hit her with that. Why you got fake money? And she's like, didn't know what to say. and
Yeah.
fucking did the old. Let's
like,
get
well,
outta
this is
here.
movie money.
And then
so-
after she got busted, she was like, "Well, here's the thing. Ew, you're ugly."
I mean, because she knows she's caught, so that's all she's got is insults. That's all. I mean, whatever. You don't have to keep searching for it necessarily, Ben.
I don't know.
It's
what
all right.
said.
Well-
It's probably on YouTube or some shit.
But student loan debt, though, as much as I would like for my student loan debt to just be canceled, I don't think that they should do that. Like nothing. It's not how it works. It's not. Yes, the government definitely has fucked us by subsidizing all these different loans and causing the universities and other schools and shit like that to just jack their prices way up because the people who are going there aren't really paying for it, at least up front, so they can charge whatever the fuck they want because everybody's getting a loan to go there.
Right.
Yeah, imagine if you went to a fucking major university.
Yeah,
Like
it would be
NYU. You know what their tuition is like? Every fucking semester, like.
yeah, it's something
Jesus
ridiculous. Can you go back to the stream, Ben?
I remember when I went to Morgan State University, it was like $36,000 for each year.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I'm glad I didn't. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
said I didn't finish, but at the same time, like, you know, that's a lot.
It is. It most definitely is.
for sure. But if the government just says, okay, we cancel student loan debt or forgive all student loan debt, what that means, people still have to get paid.
For sure, for sure.
So
That's what they were not supposed
we're
to do.
still paying. We're
They
still
were-
going to pay for it.
They were initially supposed to relieve $10,000 of student loan debt.
They ain't doing that though.
I know they not because they just on some bullshit. What they did do was
course.
extend the payoff period till May 1st, but still, like, motherfucker, throw me a bone. Like, goddamn, I'll take the $10,000 off my student loan. I owe $30,000.
That's. I mean, I'm not going.
know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie. It would be nice,
You pay it back.
but it's
Over
nothing
time,
is
you'd
free,
still pay
man.
it.
So it's not, especially with how these motherfuckers who are in power fucking twist and manipulate and do bills with fucking
Yeah.
1,000 different things hidden in it. There's no way
Same thing.
it'll
with
get
them, same-
done properly and just like wipe your hands and no more student loan debt for you. Like
But
it's gone.
I think though they should make it a little bit more affordable. Not necessarily get rid of it, but
They
like
should stop
like, to me-
subsidizing.
to me, like
Schools.
getting like, all right, so for instance, like my shit, it costs like 25 grand, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad for getting
It
a
is for
degree.
what the school is.
Right.
The school should not. There's zero reason why
That
it
it costs
costs that
25
much
grand.
for them to educate you in the way that they did.
Right.
Same
Now-
for my because my school was
Right.
I think about 30, but the thing that's fucked up is had I gone to UTI a couple years previously, like before all like a lot of the government loan shit kicked in, I would have paid like 15 or something like that. Like some
Yeah.
people went to that school for way cheaper.
For sure. And like you said, like some of these universities out there, like to get the degree you're trying to get, and it
Fucking
costs
tuition
50,
yearly
60,
be like
70,000.
50,000, 70,000.
Like
Well,
70,000 to go to
but
school.
going to
Why do you
Berkeley and
think
shit.
they charge that much?
Because it's the Ivy League school and it's prestigious, and you know, if you have a big name school, and it depends on your sponsorships, like certain schools are Nike schools, Adidas school, Jordan school. So you
Yeah.
have these big things attached to certain universities. It makes it enticing. So
Right, but
you
why
know.
do you think that they're able to, even though those things may be valuable and make a school more desirable to go to than another,
yeah,
does that make up for the amount that it costs? I would argue no. And if not, how do you think they're able to get away with charging as much as they do and still have customers essentially?
Because I think it's a gateway to better, like, to get a better job. per se.
Especially- yeah.
Like, so for instance, like, okay, not to knock, like, Alabama, for instance,
Mm-hmm.
but, like, the state, you know, is, you know what I mean? But, like,
they have great, they
thank you.
have great
So,
universities
but,
though.
But Alabama University.
You have to stop that one.
Alabama University, though, all of the top high school students in athletics, for football at least,
Yeah.
go there. And they get scholarships and they get all kinds of stuff.
Right.
More
And-
sneakers, nigga.
Right, but how
so-
much does it
so
cost
listen.
to go to an Alabama high school?
Well, if you have a scholarship, nothing.
It's free?
To go to high school?
Yeah.
I'm sure you don't pay anything to go to high
I
school.
mean, you pay your taxes and everything, but yeah,
I
you
mean,
don't
but
pay
kid-
tuition.
Kids don't. Parents do.
Right, you don't
but-
pay tuition.
But to go to the university, I'm sure it costs hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Right.
But also, if you look at like their football program, so like we'll go with this, like you know, big universities pay smaller universities to come and play them. Like that's
Yeah.
how that shit works.
Yeah.
Will you
So they
The
make
old whoop up game.
the old whoop
just
up
click
game.
into the chat box real quick? Just click. Just left click anywhere. Thank you. All right.
So they get paid millions of dollars, like to go and play them.
Right.
I just like for
They can get paid money potentially to go play there, but how is the school able to say we're going to charge 100 or 70,000 or 30,000 or whatever,
Right.
and then still have people go, I'm going to go here,
Because-
and people who don't have that money, how are they able to say, I know I can't afford to go here, but I'm going to go here because they offer me all of these great things?
I mean, I guess you have to take that risk of being able to get a good job after school and
Right. My
able to
point
pay
my
that
point is
back.
the only reason they're able to charge as much as they do is because the government gives out loans to people to cover it on the front. If instead they had to also offer these nice things but charge a reasonable price so that they could get people who could actually afford to go there.
right.
You mean like
They-
community colleges?
No, cuz people get loans to go to community college. Community college would be even cheaper.
Who pays for scholarships?
The government. I'm not
Or
sure.
whoever sponsors the scholarship.
Well, that's what I mean. Like if they're like, hey,
It depends. Maybe the school in that scenario might be like they don't necessarily pay for it. They just give you like a free pass. Maybe I don't 100% know how that works.
because I'd like to know how some of those scholarships work. Because if they're like, hey, you're gonna come here and play football, but when you make it to the NFL, just pay us back. Like,
I mean, if that's what it
Not
is, and that's
necessarily,
fucked up.
because the scholarship is used towards that immediate like year. So, like,
But I mean,
when I was
alright,
going to
so-
school, it's not necessarily just an academic, a sports scholarship. Because I didn't have a full ride, so I had
right.
to go out and apply for other scholarships. I was like writing hella essays, just trying to get
Right, right.
$1,000 here, 5,000 there.
Yeah, but that's
500
not
here.
scholarships, or that might be grants,
But my
or
thing,
those were
though-
scholarships.
My thing with college, though,
I got a scholarship from my church. Yeah,
that's a grant.
yeah, scholarship.
It's, a scholarship is
when the school,
different.
When you come there for a certain academic, like so, say you play football, and they go, we'll give you a scholarship to come here because we know you're good and
Yeah.
everyone loves it.
A scholarship is the school saying, we want you, so we're going to forego you paying a certain amount or whatever so that you come to our school. We're going to give you a free ride or whatever to come here. A grant is something you apply for and you get free money to go to school. A loan is the same thing, but you have to pay it back. Some people can get, I got a small grant, I think maybe $2,000 or something of my loan for school was
What'd you
a
spend?
grant, housing, and like buying shit for my apartment and like getting set up out there and shit,
Right.
and probably some weed and shit.
My little reefer.
But I mean, I'm just kidding,
Might
government.
smoke.
So like big school colleges, right? Like they be giving out contracts these days, like just
Which I had that
Wow.
they should be able to do. They should be able to give out
Right.
a contract and say, "Hey, you come in." And but
No,
if
no,
you
no,
or
no.
I just
I'm
want to
saying
go to
like,
Duke,
like coaches, like for instance, there was a coach for LSU who just got hired. They gave him a 10-year, like $100 million.
yeah, that's crazy.
That's $10 million a year. So obviously through athletics, they make a ton
They're
of dough.
generating enough money
So,
to
like-
pay one person that much money
Like
over
so,
that.
for instance, like to go to a college football, like the national championship, like the biggest game, like the Super Bowl, but for college.
Mm-hmm.
I think average tickets to sit like front row is like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000.
That's a lot, but that's fine.
but
I
these
don't
are-
have a problem
but-
with
but-
that.
But I'm saying
shit.
though, these are like college kids and shit, like that are all doing this. But
If the people,
And they don't get a
if
piece
the
of that
proper
either.
people were getting paid, then
but-
I wouldn't have a.
my thing
An
is
issue
just
with it.
my thing is just like, how do some colleges make millions of dollars versus some don't?
Advertising and marketing and
It's just
I
it's
mean,
just
but you
crazy.
got to think those also
making
like,
the right deals with the right
locations,
people.
Like you said, Alabama. What the fuck is in Alabama?
Football.
Yeah.
That's it.
Exactly. That's it. You know, you go to places like Louisiana.
Like,
But if you
like-
gain a prestige as
like
a
LSU.
school,
like Texas, like in Texas,
Texas.
like if you, like dude, high school football in Texas, like they have stadiums, like college stadiums for high school kids to play football. They just breed kids to make it to the NFL.
yeah, because that's something that they that community cares about, and
But my thing though is like
That's fine.
But my
I don't
thing
have a
with-
problem with
my
that.
thing with education is like if Crespo's a really smart dude and the college is like, well, you got to pay $30,000 to get here, but Ben is a big dumb jock who don't know shit, but he can hit motherfuckers. And they're like, well, we'll pay for everything. Like, I don't know. Just
I don't have a problem with that. That's fine.
like picking and choosing. Like everybody should be able to get an education.
You're
They
missing
should.
where the problem is.
Money.
The issue is not that Ben gets to go for free and Crespo has to pay $30,000. The issue is that the price is $30,000.
That's a problem.
The only reason it can be that much
But I
is
think it's
because
that
in order
much
for Crespo
because
to
they have
go,
to pay shit on the bag.
no, it's not that.
Bro.
It's because they are allowed to fix the market. They can charge whatever they want because they know you aren't paying. If every person who goes to that school
Kind of like a hospital.
had to come out of pocket for the tuition, there is zero chance they would have all their student or enrollment rate would plummet because no one would be able to afford to go there. So they would have to then be like, how do we get more customers? We got to adjust our prices, I guess. So they'd have to charge something more reasonable. Different schools would cost different amounts because some are more prestigious than others. And if you want to go to this high prestige school, then maybe it costs $30,000 a year or something, but maybe it's worth it because everybody who goes there, 90% of them go to the NFL or something if they play football or whatever. But because the government steps in and says, we're just going to give money out, which is stealing money from everyone and then giving it to these colleges essentially, then they can charge whatever they want because no one has to worry.
Kind of like a hospital.
Exactly. It's the same racket because they can fix the market however they want because the market isn't, they're manipulating it. It's not a free market.
It'd be like me owning a business and the government goes, we'll pay whatever you charge. Like people come in.
It would be like if you own Marcus's muffler shop, and if for everyone is now, they are legally required to go to your muffler shop to get
$25,000
to get to, or you're the only place who does mufflers in the town. They're not legally required, but you're the only place. If they want to get their muffler fixed, they got to come to you. Or maybe one of a few other smaller places, but you're the prestigious. Everybody who gets their muffler done at your spot is nice. And the only way to get a muffler is to go to the government and get a loan to get one because the government wants people to come to your muffler shop because it's good that people have proper equipment on their vehicle.
The government would pay me, and then if you don't pay back your loan, they put you in jail.
Well, they don't put you in jail, but they'll eventually just start stealing your money directly out of your bank account, or even from your children if you die and don't pay it, or your children's children. Or
so they're going to steal your money.
So it sounds
give
like
it to someone else, and then they're going to charge them more money for taking money they've already stolen.
So sounds like a pretty good
so let's continue with the muffler shop analogy here. So everyone, they want to get their muffler done at your shop because it's good. I mean, and they've been told it's a good thing to get a new muffler and get it serviced and everything.
Yeah.
But it's kind of expensive, to do. But just so happens the government will offer you a loan. We know mufflers cost $30,000. We'll give you a loan. You go get your muffler done, and once your car is fixed, you have as much time or whatever to pay it back. And so you can then go, well, they're getting loans. Well, actually looks like mufflers are $50,000 now. Sorry.
Oh shit.
And then so all your customers, they're like, well, I mean, I'm just applying for a loan. I don't give a fuck what it costs. Okay. I'll pay it back later. I'm just some young kid.
Yeah.
And that's how it works.
Yeah. I mean, the government definitely has a bunch of rackets.
The whole thing is a racket. It needs to go away.
Yeah, college should be affordable for everyone. So
if it was a free market business and a school had to actually compete for your dollar, then it would be a reasonable price.
Yeah, because it's extremely fucked up that you can pay more money to go to school than make at the job you get.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What do we got here?
Okay, we can go to some of the videos and stuff here. So I don't know if I'll be able to actually play the video in this.
There's no actual video. It's just
The
screenshots.
video's on YouTube.
Okay.
We can't play it on our channel, obviously.
We're not cool enough.
But scroll down a little bit here, Ben.
That's the scariest animal.
Right, it's hippos. So yeah, there was this crazy lady, Patricia Cornwall.
Ooh, name drop.
She was on a Delta flight, and she is accused of causing a midair disturbance that led to the injury of fellow passengers and Delta employees.
Damn,
That
she was
dude-
fucking everybody up like that?
No.
That dude looks like a skeleton.
All right, so are you showing this image to everybody? So
Damn, she punched that nigga in the
this lady is arguing with this old man. I don't know for how it got started necessarily. I think
want my fucking peanuts and my Coke.
they were doing like a drink service or something like that, and then they asked her like to like wait for the drink service or whatever to be done to go to her seat, and she got all uppity. And this dude was drinking or whatever, his drink or something, and doesn't have a mask on, which you're allowed if you're having a beverage. You can't drink to a fucking mask. And she just starts fucking yelling at the dude to put his fucking mask on. Meanwhile, she doesn't have a mask on.
Right.
And you should go to YouTube real quick in the background.
Yo,
Like switch the camera and then see if you can find the video, and we'll just play it off screen.
my thing is this: you put your hands on me.
And yeah, she punches this dude in the face.
Yo, you punch me in the face. Gender, race, nationality, all of that shit go out the window.
This dude handles it pretty much like a G. And for
And
one,
I'd have lost it. I would have gave this bitch a stone cold stunner, like dead in the aisle.
but
And that's the song we would have played while we landed.
the thing is,
Yeah, she would have had to get fucked up for sure.
the thing is though, she hits like a bitch.
I know.
Like you could tell the punch, like
Yeah.
it barely probably even hurt him.
Yeah.
Type in like Karen
But
on
I'm
a
just
plane.
saying though, like I'm just saying, if you sitting there minding your business, right?
Yeah,
Say we all three on an airplane. It's me, you, and Crespo, and we flying. And a bitch tells you to put your mask back on. I already know how the situation gonna play out. Cause she gonna tell you that shit, and then she spits on you, and then punches you,
you might have to scrub through on part of the video to get it to show.
bro.
Yeah, keep going through, click through. Yeah, hit there's where it goes.
If this bitch spits on you, my nigga,
All right, yeah, click through and yeah, we'll watch it. We're not on screen, right? Okay. All right. All right, play it. We'll play the audio here.
You can't make this stuff up. It is something that is just unbelievable.
Okay, hold up. This video sucks because somebody's talking over it.
Yeah.
Is that the
Well,
dude
shit,
recording?
we can just. I want to see her throw the punch.
Yeah, just play the video and we'll just watch it. But she's yeah, so it's some fucko.
Is that the lawyer?
Yeah, and he says, "Sit down, Karen," or whatever, and she's all in his face.
Yeah.
Tell him to put a
She's
mask
got-
on.
She's got
but
hairs around her chin.
she
Chin
doesn't-
diaper.
She's got a chin diaper on.
Does she just want to be a captain? Save the plane? Like, what's going on here,
No, I think there is.
Ooh, there it was.
bro? Let me tell you something. She would have hit.
And then
me.
as soon as she hit him, he's like, now you're going to jail.
Cornwall appears to
bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah, she.
identify this woman is Patricia Cornwall. You can see her mask below
Cornball.
her chin, and the passenger she's yelling at appears to have a bottle of water in his hand and neck.
yeah, you're going to jail. That's assault. Like,
Cornwall appears to slap the man on his face.
nah, bitch.
Investigating and
Nah,
That was-
bitch. That was a
she
punch.
closed-
That was
she
a
closed
closed
his
fist
fist,
punch. It was a bitch ass punch, but it was a punch.
All right.
Yo,
But
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck all that.
I mean, I'd say he handled it like a G. That's what you're supposed to do. Like, cause what's better? You get up and get all mad and start hitting her. Now you're the bad guy. Cause that's what she wanted him to do.
Facts.
By hitting him, cause she knows I've lost here. I'm completely a dumb retard. She knows in her fucking head.
Yeah.
I have no mask on, and I'm yelling at this dude to put his mask on. And he's now pointed out the fact to everyone that I don't have a mask on, and that I'm being a Karen, which is now like the white lady N-word.
Yeah,
essentially.
Bro.
Yeah, I might even think about it like that, but that's pretty much what it is.
You call a white lady Karen, it's like being white and going into fucking Compton and calling a bunch of niggas nigga. Like,
Bro, look, like
Been there.
right?
bro, the devil on one side and the angel on the other.
But it's so much
The
better
devil
because
would've
now
looked
because
at
the
me
feds.
and been like, hey,
What you
She got
gonna do?
arrested. I mean, and hopefully bad things happen to her, which is awful to say. All right, all right, we get it.
bro, I would have. I'm just saying, I would have used her whole body as a mop. Like I would have just been up and down the aisle with her brain cells.
I would have loved to, but
I know you can't
because then she wins. Then she wins. Do you want her to win?
No, but I want her to be in a hospital bed for 6 to 12 months.
What? No, but see, what's better? You going to prison after fucking her up and leaving her in a hospital.
She hit me first.
You're going to jail.
She hit me first.
It doesn't matter. Unless you get the ghost of Johnny Cochran
Ben's my
as your lawyer, you
You're
are going to
definitely
jail.
40 years.
First of all, I'm not going to jail. Ben's my representative.
You're
Second
getting
of all,
40 years.
You're going to jail.
I'm
If you
17 and 0.
if that dude
And ladies of the jury.
be real, if that dude stood up and started just fucking that bitch up and she was in the hospital for 6 months,
Right.
like broken shit, he's going to jail.
What if the whole plane was like she fell?
It's on video. But that's not what's gonna happen.
Man.
That's very unrealistic. If that happens,
But how long?
Regardless-
how long is she gonna go to jail for?
I don't know. But this is the best worst thing that could happen to her.
3 months county, 6 months probation.
I mean, at least,
She
hopefully,
punched me.
No flight list, maybe.
maybe no flight on Delta.
I'm just saying though, if you spit on someone, that's a felony. That's bodily fluids.
Only if it's a cop.
But if you spit on me and then you punch me,
Like she's probably not going to
you
get no
scratch me.
felonies. She's not getting a felony.
Bro,
You have the
she
right.
better
If
do
male, female, doesn't matter. 76. If somebody spits on you and
I
spits on
agree.
you,
She deserves. I agree. She deserves to be fucked up. And if she happened to get beat up, whatever the fuck,
She takes one body kick from Valentina.
I would accept multiple. One head kick, maybe.
Quick question: whatever the fuck happened to air marshals?
What do you mean?
Is that
They're
not a
still
thing
on
anymore?
planes.
Yeah, it's a thing.
They don't ride on like every single plane, but there's some. There's some on there.
I say because if an air marshal,
But I
was
be
on that
seeing-
flight,
but I be
then
seeing
got
niggas
on
act-
Saudi
she
and
went-
shit.
I be
It's
seeing
hit and
niggas act
miss.
up on planes all the time. It just depends on what the flight is. Like that one dude, they had a duct tape to the seat. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't any police then, but at the same time,
Okay.
but at the same time, I mean, yeah, like left side of me would have said, Marcus, don't do this. And the right side of me, I would have just heard Young Dolph in my head go, and then I would have stood up and I'd have blacked out and then I'd have been in jail. Like, nah, man.
woke up like,
it's
what'd
so,
I do?
It's so difficult. Like one thing,
Hold up,
like you
hold
could
up.
be in my face yelling. Like if you're a crazy lady and you want to yell, that's fine. But if you punch me and then spit in my face, like you're lucky I don't fucking just
You have to
drag you
fucking-
to earth.
Be zen.
Same
You have to
page.
be.
Zen.
Zen.
A wise man once
Is that
said,
a combo move?
I'm gonna
If
test.
you-
I'm gonna test this theory. I'm gonna wait for Quincy to be in public. I'm gonna have
somebody
somebody
spit in
just.
my face.
it depends.
Doesn't
Thank
matter.
you.
It depends on the situation.
Thank
man.
you.
It depends on the situation.
Because I already know how you feel about masks. Like if
Like
you're
if you're
in
in the strip
somewhere and
club?
they're like, "Sir, put your mask on," you're like, "Bitch, you better get out of my face." And then she punches you and spits in your face. Quincy, I already know you're gonna be like kung fu fighter.
I would
Bang, bang,
really,
bang, bang, bang,
really
bang, bang.
want to. I mean, it's situational. Depends
It
on the
is
situation and
situational.
in who's looking.
right.
Is anybody
Also, if
around?
it was some-
Are we by ourselves? Is
Also,
anybody
We're
recording?
in the grocery store.
We're in the
there's a lot
grocery
of
store,
cameras.
and she's a black lady, and she's like, "I'm motherfucker," and then she spits in your face, Quincy. And then
Oh,
she
man.
and then she punches you.
Everybody's seen it. Everybody's like, oh, and she pushed him back.
If
Like,
you punch her, you're racist.
But see,
And then she tells you to square up, nigga. No, I'm just playing.
I don't know.
But
And then
What if-
then she scratches you?
Yeah.
And
She ain't
scratched him too.
hitting me though. I fucking
She caught you off guard.
Ultra
She-
instinct and
She
shit,
caught
you
you.
know what
She
I'm saying?
caught you with a
Ultra
pussy
instinct.
punch.
she throws a punch and I'm just like,
It's still no, it's still connected. 'Cause everybody's like, oh. And everybody's
I mean,
then
bro,
what you do?
I don't know
And she
because
scratched you.
I don't believe in getting the police involved.
Right.
Because I'm not calling the police and I'm not waiting for the police to show up.
Police
Right.
is in front of Price Chopper and Hy-Vee.
But
I understand. The left
I would be
side
like,
would
bitch, it is your most. I would just say the most hateful shit I could to her and walk away. I'm like, this is your luckiest day, you fucking fat tub of lard bitch.
Your
And
son
everybody be
doesn't
like,
love you.
boo, boo that nigga, boo,
sometimes-
him, boo, get out of here.
Boo him, he sucks.
Sometimes you got to make the right decisions. I understand that. but-
Because I can't.
It's a
If I
moment,
start
too.
fucking, if the police show up and it's just me over some fucking bitch and I'm wailing on her,
yeah,
I'm
might get
going
shot.
that away.
I'll cover
You
the
might get
story
shot.
for you. You might get shot.
Yeah,
That's
like-
very true.
Then that
They
nigga
were-
Quincy gonna be on Worldstar Hip Hop. Bitch ass nigga gets punched at a grocery store.
I mean,
I mean, I would,
away.
I would
Like I
walk
said-
away and maybe like
like I
try to.
said-
I'd
like I
try to
said,
like
there's-
trip the bitch.
Like I said, there's two ways. There's two ways to handle it. You know, I mean,
go to the studio?
That's in every situation. But I mean, yeah, I mean, you could be crazy and come back with a pistol and shoot everybody in the
Yeah, but that's obviously not the right
But
thing
there's
to do.
people who do that.
Yes.
Because there's Crespo over there going, "Oh, you a bitch," and he goes, "Oh, I'm a bitch. I'll be back." And then he comes back.
I mean,
kills
that's
everybody.
what helps fuel that shit.
That shit helps. That shit.
Yeah.
When people
Is
are like,
"Oh,
pussy.
pussy ass nigga, you did the right thing. Oh,
And then
you
all
a
of a sudden,
bitch."
fucking hot
And then
rounds
they
start
come
coming
back.
through the door.
oh, good Samaritan,
Yeah.
bitch ass nigga, get out here, boo.
That's why I
Boo
believe
him.
if you just use the old.
Would you at least armbar?
No, I would try to. I'd try to like.
What about a
trip her.
Stone Cold Stunner?
Marty Jannetty.
I'd have to do something
Marty
sneaky,
Jannetty?
something that nobody sees.
A Swanton Bomb?
You're gonna see a swanton bomb coming a mile away.
Just looking like.
I'm just on the top of the coolers.
And they go top of the motherfucking eggs and shit. Just diving off.
Shit. I
And
mean,
they go on
those
top
things
of the meat counter over by the butcher sections, catch that bitch coming up. Yeah, I like to get 2 pork
I
chops.
keep some little fucking like ninja needles in my sleeve.
That's
and
how
I'm
it
like,
goes.
Speaking of going, I'm getting to it.
shut up and do your job.
God damn, you roll blunts like the Redskins, nigga.
Right?
Hurry up.
Ugh.
First of all, don't you ever compare me to them bum ass niggas. That's still my squad, but goddamn,
Oh my, he's hating on the Redskins.
We fucking suck every year, man. God damn it. I just want 1 year where we can make a play.
I'm glad you can finally.
get to the conference game
Say
or
it.
some shit.
Acceptance.
I've been saying we suck. Big Phil, what I say, I go into each season with low expectations. If we win at least 4 games, I'm okay. We won 6, we still fucking suck, but we won 6.
It happens.
We got 1 more to go, but that don't count.
It's your owner's fault. But, you know, I mean, I still think sometimes people need to get fucked up.
I'm not disagreeing with you there, but you can't always just fuck people up.
Speaking of fucking people up, so did you see? So I guess in the judicial system, you can challenge someone to a fight if they're suing you or something. And
In what judicial system?
so like in certain states, if someone is suing you for something, I think you can challenge them to a fight. Or if you're suing someone, I don't know. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, can
So-
we research this?
My point being, Mark Hunt, for the UFC.
I seen this. I don't think that that's real. I don't think that's like a law. I think
It's
that's
not
just
a
what
law,
he's
but-
saying.
But there's in some states you can.
that might be
sanction a
some
fight.
Australian bullshit
Nah, man, it's in the states.
or fucking New Zealand nonsense.
There's certain shit in the states, like certain states in certain counties, you can challenge people to fights. But I don't know. I just seen it. I was like, that's kind of weird.
Sounds like
but
a
he was
wrestling
getting
finishing
sued.
move.
He was getting sued for a lot of lettuce, though. He probably ain't got it.
Who, Mark Hunt?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah, but see,
400,000.
here's the thing. Mark Hunt, I don't know what all his exact beefs are,
He's trying to fight
but
someone.
he's got some sort of grudge against Dana White for whatever reason.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
he was
Mark Hunt is he's a legend UFC, heavyweight fighter.
He did get
Retired?
screwed. He did get
Yes.
screwed in the Brock Lesnar thing, but
Oh, shit.
Yes.
When that was, I remember
That and
was
that
going
that
on.
sucks,
It sucks.
But man, that's the fight game, and it's not Dana White or the Fertitas' fault
fuck them both.
that you got fucked. They didn't try to fuck you. I don't know Dana White. I know fucking fuck all about him,
Are you a
but
fan?
I can almost guarantee, I'd be willing to bet money. Really don't think Dana White is like some
Mr.
dude like, haha, I'm fucking these fighters. Fuck them. Don't give them. Like,
Oh, shit.
he cares
me that
about
money. Don't give
I believe Dana White does like genuinely care about the fighters and wants good things, but you can't give everybody all the money. You have to run a business, and he can only control so much.
Yeah.
And shit happens that's out of his hands, I'm sure. Or maybe he makes fucking mistakes
Jake
along the
Paul.
way as well.
Yeah.
What a joke.
Man, fuck Jake Paul.
It
What a fucking
happens.
joke.
But I mean,
Man,
there's-
speaking of a fucking joke, can we talk about how Crazy Man's back?
Crazy Man Brown.
He's
I mean,
back.
my thing though is like
500 million.
Like I said, the where I think Antonio Brown went wrong is when he got hit in the head by Vontaze Burfict. If you'd like to see the hit, his soul died in that hit.
I haven't seen that hit. Can we?
Like his soul.
We probably can't show
his-
it
Can't
on
show
the,
it, but
We
have
can
it on
watch
Yeah,
it.
we can
Just
watch
look up AB hit, like Antonio Brown hit, and it'll bring it up. It's when he's with the Steelers, he got his soul crushed, and I think that Vontaze Burfict hit by Burfict
Yeah, hit by
Down.
down one.
right
there
there.
you go.
Burfict.
Perfect.
Now this hit right here, obviously you can see the CTE is about to kick in. Watch this hit.
So, and no, we probably kill the audio maybe.
But,
But we'll just watch it. Oh, okay.
it back.
Run it back one.
they're gonna show it in the slow motion, towards the middle of the video. Boom.
I
So-
mean, it didn't even really look that bad.
but just
from
watch it
the
though.
in real time speed. He's like, "Yo, you all right, dog?" But see,
Speed it up.
he's like, "It was just my shoulder. I just hit him."
Nah, dude,
It
he
wasn't
got
helmet.
hit clean in the head.
But was it helmet to helmet?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like, I think this is the hit where Antonio Brown's brain was like,
I don't think there's any one hit.
I think it was
He's
this-
been hit like this or in similar ways.
watch this hit.
Over
so
and
he's
over.
he's bent down, going down, and then looking, bow!
Yeah.
Just fucking,
Yeah, he got it was like helmet to helmet.
dude, he got destroyed.
Oh,
like,
shoulder to helmet.
boom.
Or yeah, it was his shoulder. It was shoulder
Like-
to helmet. It wasn't helmet to helmet.
out. Like,
Kinda, yeah.
boom. Like, it was like
Yeah.
helmet and shoulder. Like,
Oh yeah, that's.
but
I mean,
after,
he just got shoulder
but-
checked in the head.
But after that, like,
At full
he
clip.
just started displaying all kinds of just crazy nonsense.
That might have been the final straw, but
I think it was that hit. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Like, I
So-
think that he needs help. And
what happened
What? So Antonio
with Antonio Brown?
So he was playing wide receiver, his position, and he came out of the game. And Bruce Arians told him to go back in the game. And so Antonio Brown was like, "No, my ankle hurts. I'm too injured to go back into the game." And so then they see him walking around on the sideline, sitting down, standing up, bullshitting. And Bruce Arians like, "You need to go back into the game or let a doctor look at you." And then blah, blah, blah. He was like, "No, I'm just going to sit here. I'm not going back in the fucking game." So then the coach was like, "All right, well, if you're not, then go to the locker room. You're done. Go to the locker room." And then Antonio Brown took his pads off, tossed those, then took his shirt off, threw it in the crowd, and then proceeded to run and do jumping jacks all the way to the locker room.
So his ankle wasn't hurting.
while the game was still
Yeah.
going
Yeah,
on.
while the game was still going. And then he asked a highway patrolman, a state trooper, for a ride to the airport. He said he quits, he's done, I'm out. And he quit
I
his job.
mean, I don't think that that's necessarily the like
Time out.
the actions of
Time
a
out, time out.
madman necessarily.
No,
Time out,
I don't.
time out,
I don't
time
think
out.
he's a madman. I don't think that Antonio.
Like
Brown
that's not
would
like,
do-
oh my god, he's so
Yo,
crazy.
yo,
I don't
yo,
think
yo,
that he
yo,
would do
yo, yo, yo.
crazy stuff.
Yo, if you're the highway patrolman, do you give him the ride?
Fuck yeah, I give him the
'Cause you know
ride.
that
I'm
nigga
not a
about to
highway
break.
patrolman.
I'd
I'm
give
just
him the
saying
ride.
in that scenario.
Nigga, I could have been a janitor taking a piss, and he walked by. Hey man, let me get a ride there.
Yeah, then I
I'd
give
be
him a
like,
ride.
Shit, let's go.
Shit,
I'd be like, hey man, can I borrow like just $2,000? That'll get me like where I need to go.
I'd be like, oh, it's a black guy.
Ben's like, lock, no. But I just think like people who are upset and do stupid shit, like Marcus Peters, for instance, when he played for the Chiefs, he threw the ball into the crowd and then like flipped everyone off and then fucking started doing dumb shit. Like I've seen Michael Vick in person flip the crowd off and fucking just fuck you guys, I'm out and leave. But Antonio Brown just obviously has displayed just outside behavior, which has led to that. Like he threw all of his furniture out of his house over his balcony one day. You know, this lady was in it. This lady was in his house doing some like work or maintenance or something.
The
and
question is, what's the NFL doing
the NFL
to help him?
The NFL doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because it's just money for them. They don't give.
They don't give a fuck.
Those guys.
They don't.
That's
care.
what sucks.
Like
they should do something. They should have
But
this evaluated.
At this,
into.
yes, I agree with you there, but at the same time, like, create rich superstar has big ego is the headline. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like, what do you? Of course. Are we surprised that? Are we surprised that Antonio Brown and other people, Marcus Peters and Michael Vick, these people who have been praised their whole lives, oh my God, you're a superstar, you're the best, let me suck your dick, and things maybe slightly don't go their way, and they're gonna have a big ego about it? Yeah, of course they do.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I'm just
though,
curious
like,
what's gonna happen to AB.
I think though, like,
He's done, dude. I don't think he'll get another job.
Just in a professional manner.
It's highly unprofessional. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but
because if you were at your job and you just took your shit off and was like, I'm out, fuck you bitches, like they'd be like, Quincy's fucking nuts. What the
no, they'd be like, well, I guess Quincy quits.
I guess Quincy.
Yeah,
quit.
people do that all the time.
But
Because what
okay, so
he was
like
with
for
the Raiders,
instance,
well, he
like,
left the Steelers, then he went
Yeah.
to the Raiders, right?
right, he was doing shenanigans with the Raiders, like
Didn't even
just
play a game.
off the wall nonsense.
His ego is out of control. I don't think this
Yeah.
is even necessarily CTE.
Then it was the Patriots.
I don't think this is like head injury related, or maybe it might have some like small relation.
What happened with the Patriots?
I think though.
'Cause I know the Raiders, it
No,
was like the helmet thing.
the Patriots, he was doing good. Like he wasn't in any trouble, but then that bitch accused him of touching. And then
yeah.
because he got accused of, she was in his house doing like some painting or something, and she turned around and he's standing there like in his birthday suit, just like, you like what you see?
Yeah. I
And she
remember
was
that
like, I feel uncomfortable. I want to leave. And he's like, you ain't going nowhere. He threw.
Did he say you ain't going nowhere?
He threw a bag of dicks at his baby mama. That was funny.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
that was pretty funny. He told her to eat a bag of dicks, so he threw a gummy dick.
I mean, that's pretty funny. Like, I mean, I don't think Antonio Brown is necessarily like crazy, like in the sense like something is wrong with his brain mentally. I think his ego and his is just out of control.
He definitely has.
And everybody's been sucking his dick his whole life, and they're not so much anymore. Probably, but I think that's a small. I think it's only amplifying what's already there.
Yeah, I mean,
What was the score on the game when he pulled that?
it was in the third quarter and they were losing to the Jets. I think.
Why did he come out?
27-10.
Why was he like not in the game? Did he go out on an injury?
No, he went out on his own. Like he just walked to the sideline, and then he was like.
So
my
at the end of a
ankle
play, he walked. Yeah, he just walked to the side and was
Yeah.
like, "Hey, my ankle hurts."
hurts. Yeah,
So he just didn't want to play anymore.
yeah,
Because
Were they losing?
yeah.
yeah. To the
Bad?
to the Jets. They
Were
were
they,
losing
like-
17-10.
No, so not bad.
Yeah, and they ended up winning. So I don't know. I just think a lot of people, especially being a grown,
Mike Evans was like, please don't do it.
but also being a grown man and throwing a temper tantrum, like
Yeah.
that doesn't look good
Temper
for you
tantrum.
at all. Like when you're just like, no, it's my way and blah 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 blah. Like, bro,
Well, for sure. I mean, yeah,
like,
you definitely
can't
look like
be
a
acting
bitch.
Like that. You can't be acting like that. Like that's some bitch shit. Like you get paid a lot of money to play a sport.
That's what I mean. Nobody has sympathy for that person. I would imagine. So like nobody's like, man, it's like because even like I can understand like, well, hey, he didn't want to play, he quit. But I understand the coach. Like, okay, well, you don't want the doctor to check you out, and you don't want to get back in the game. So fucking take your ass back to the locker room then.
Yeah.
And then you want to
Minus-
throw your temper tantrum and fucking get all butthurt and quit. Bye, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Most
like, I don't want you
definitely.
on my fucking team.
Well, how many
Most
receivers
definitely.
want to play on that team
But
with Tom Brady?
Everybody.
Yeah,
there's a
right?
lot of
but
talented
there's just a
receivers
lot
out
of. I mean, I don't know. I think people who get money just like in his situation, like Quincy said, like you got so many people around you going, yes sir, all the time.
for
Instead
sure.
of, because look, I know all three of you are my friend, and if I came out of the fucking bathroom to a get together and I had a purple mustache and a blonde beard, y'all be like, the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, you would be a never-ending clown session, and like even still, like if you're like, hey guys, this is my new look. I like this style. We'd be like, all right, like we still be your friend, but
I'm gonna make.
we're
fun
not.
of you.
Yeah, we're not gonna let the purple mustache go.
Never.
Especially
I would
if
let
we're
it
out in
go.
public,
I
like,
wouldn't
oh, this
say
is my
anything.
fucking purple mustache friend.
He's fucking retired.
Yeah.
He's
I
got
wouldn't say
CTE.
anything, and I go into public with you, and I would just pretend like everything was normal.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
I'm that dickhead friend that's
like-
just gonna let you look like a jackass.
because like I don't think he has full CTE. I think he has a huge ego problem.
I'm sure he's got.
'Cause
I mean,
that
he's
one
taken
dude-
many blows to the head.
Because that one dude who had CTE, he used to play for the 49ers. He was in the news last year, but he killed like his entire neighbors, like the mom, the dad, the kids, the dog.
Yeah, a whole
everyone.
family.
And he used to play for the 49ers.
Did they like analyze his brain?
They
and
did, and they said he had high levels of CTE. I mean, you look at like Junior
What is it?
Seau,
What is it?
like you look
chronic-
at like Junior Seau, like he killed himself. Like nobody
He shot himself
even-
in the chest.
Like nobody
like,
even
study my brain.
like
That Will
yeah.
Smith that Will Smith movie was crazy about that whole thing. Concussion.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
They've known about it a long time, man.
Probably.
I mean,
Speaking of Will Smith, just as a
he
side
fuck-
note,
is he
I'm sorry to
fucking
cut you off.
he fucking up.
I mean, just in general, we don't have to dwell too long on this topic, but it just sucks. Like Will Smith is such a bitch now. Such a like
What do you do?
sad, just everything. He sucks the dick of his wife.
Yeah,
Constantly. Jada Pinkett has a huge dick, and he sucks it so hard.
They got an open relationship.
And she cut his
Yeah,
balls
they
off.
have an open relationship, and she's the only one who's sleeping with other people.
Exactly.
Like that
I
doesn't.
thought
make
he
sense.
was too.
No, because I cry every time I come, or some fucking gay shit like that, or whatever.
Is that what
I've
he
got?
said?
Yes.
Whoa, that's
I got like these issues, and he's whatever. He's a fucking weirdo crybaby.
Damn.
like. But
Is that
also,
why she
though,
got
like,
into an entanglement?
Probably because he probably isn't fucking her, and he's
I couldn't be in an open relationship with my wife.
no.
No,
My wife is not fucking anybody else
except
except me
and me
and maybe my other wife.
and me. Wait, no. I promise I didn't fuck your wife.
Wait, what?
Me and Ben did,
Wait, what?
I videotaped it.
and then Crespo had pop. But yeah, I mean, like
Who do you think the Bucks are going to pick up now to replace AB? That was
they're
what I
gonna
wanted.
roll with who
Whoever
they
they
got.
want.
They're gonna
Think so?
roll with who they. I mean, there's.
I mean, why?
Chris
Yeah,
Godwin or
there's-
Chris
this late in the
Paul is out for
season?
They got Mike
yeah,
Evans.
but there's not really any free agent guys who are literally like, oh, I want this guy.
See, what's his contract situation like though? How
It
much
was
do they
only
have
a-
to pay him?
I mean, he'll
For
probably
just leaving.
he'll probably get a few million, but
Or-
it also depends because if you quit, there's things
That's
in
what I'm
your
saying. Like,
contracts that's
can,
like
is
we
his
don't have to
contract
give
like
you
we ain't
shit.
giving you nothing?
Like he'll get paid for what he's done this year. Like he'll get that. But yeah, contracts are finicky and stuff like that. But
crazy.
I mean, it's just crazy because like
Crazy Man Brown. He's back.
you get paid millions of dollars to play a game.
And you're still gonna bitch and complain.
And you're still gonna bitch and complain. Like I feel bad for when guys get hurt. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that sucks. Because football is a
But-
fucking rough game.
Or like when my favorite fighters get knocked out.
For sure.
You're like, damn, that sucks.
What do you
But-
think Nate Diaz's brain looks like?
Jesus
I
Christ.
think when they analyze it, like I think
Scrambled eggs.
I think Nate Diaz is still there. Like he can like which
you know,
one
like when a 3-year-old gets like a thing of Play-Doh and they like mush it all around and then they like smush it back in the jar and it just never looks the same. That's what Nate Diaz's brain looked like.
I don't know. I'd be interested to see what Nate Diaz was like before fighting, like as a kid, because
Probably jumping off roofs and shit.
I mean it just
just how he
He seems
talks,
like a wild man.
Well, for sure.
I mean it just
but
depends. Like I don't know.
He
I mean,
definitely it's I don't want to fucking disparage the dude necessarily. Like I love Nate Diaz,
That's my nigga. I fuck
but
with
I mean
Nate Diaz.
he's his speech. He's not a great talker. Like he slurs his speech, kind of. He sounds like he's punch drunk.
For sure.
But did he always sound like that? I don't know. I really don't know.
I tell you what though, looking at I'd like to see who Don
Face is falling off.
Don Fry, like watching him like
Dude.
talk on Joe Rogan last year, Like,
Hey, search Future.
I'd
there
like
on
to
World.
see his fucking brain because he was talking a bunch of off the wall nonsense.
I can't even really. I know I definitely watched that, but I don't remember exactly what all he was saying.
I thought it was sorted by the date, but apparently not.
He was just talking crazy, but
Who was talking crazy?
don't
Fry.
Oh,
But I don't know.
what was he talking about?
Remember, he was talking about still wanting to fight and
Oh
fucking
yeah, he's
doing
talking about
other
wanting
shit.
For that
wanting to
news.
fight Francis Ngannou and shit.
Bro,
It
you-
ain't on there.
you
It's-
get-
I don't think that's necessarily CTE. That's just like the fighter spirit. He just
Yeah.
like I
he had
want to
that.
fight.
He had that cigar in his hand.
Yeah.
But I don't.
He's
know.
just old school.
I mean, obviously,
scrappy
you
motherfucker.
gotta know, like, being punched in the face can lead to brain.
It's not good for you. Getting hit in the head, obviously.
Because we were talking about football, like, at work,
hmm
and I was like, man, I think football today is more dangerous than football back in the day was.
I mean, defined back in the day.
So, like, if you look at like the early, we'll say, like 60s, 70s, 80s,
Yeah,
like,
I would say it's more dangerous today than it was in the 80s and 90s, probably,
I think when you make
or the
stuff
60s.
like when you, because back
Right.
then, like hitting somebody, like they were grown adults, you hit someone and you're like, oh shit, you know, like, I mean, guys, back then you could go in the game and your eyes are cross-eyed and the coach is like, get in there. You're like, okay, I know I'm dying. But like guys cut half their finger off to go back in the game. Like guys did crazy shit. But
Yeah, but they also weren't playing against black dudes.
I mean, there was black dudes in the 80s.
In the 80s, they were,
Yeah. Like,
but it was still safe. It was, but in like
but I'm saying though, like,
the
just
40s,
with modern technology, with leather helmets, yeah, you'd hit a guy, but you wouldn't hit him your hardest.
right? That's what I'm saying. And there were like other white guys.
Now, yeah, but
Now there's like giant black gorillas, fucking.
Oh my God.
with armor on,
the armor they
launching
have
themselves
today-
like a missile at you.
like the armor they have today. Like, do you see anywhere wear knee pads? Like watching football these days?
I don't think so.
see
That
anybody.
story
They
you
wear
just had
thigh
pulled up,
pads.
like, was
Yeah, but they
cool,
don't wear knee pads. Like
No.
nobody does.
No.
But like the suit of armor, like dude, you can kareem somebody and get back up and be like, I didn't feel it.
But they did.
But then when you get, in your 40s, you're like, oh, I feel it.
Yeah.
Why is my brain telling me I want a cheeseburger?
Who was a linebacker for Houston for a long time? He just got traded off. What was his name?
JJ Watt.
Yeah.
I'd like to get hit by JJ.
Oh, I
Watt.
wouldn't want to get hit by
Bro,
him.
getting hit by J.J. Watt would suck, but if they had a linebacker, you ever heard of Brian Cushing?
Oh
Name
man,
sounds
wasn't he
familiar.
on the Texans as well?
Yeah. Do you ever know? All right, so there's a video of him. This nigga is straight psycho. Like his brain probably thinks he should eat a microwave. Like there was one where he got hit and he hit somebody at the same time, and then like they both kind of stuttered back, and then he took his helmet off. Was like, whoa, like yelling in the other dude's face, and the other dude got in his face, and he just headbutted the other dude's helmet like with his face, and then went back in the game.
I mean, that's just a
But
crazy man
he did
who's
that
all
shit
hyped up.
all the time.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean,
he did that
that's
shit all the time. And bro, imagine his brain now is probably like, a refrigerator tastes good, and you're like, what?
you shouldn't do that.
I'm gonna go outside naked in the snow, sit there. And meditate.
I mean, that's before we knew.
Yeah.
I mean,
quite
we
as
know
much.
now. And I mean, we're gonna, but it still can't feel good. Like,
This story right here is kind of cool, but at the same time, why?
Did you see this?
No, I did not. Why his wife and his daughter snitch on him?
I mean, that's a good valid point. Probably because maybe it don't matter. I'd be interested to know.
Is the money spent?
So let's go to the story here. So we scroll up just a little bit. Let me read the headline here, man. So this is
That
from
nigga held a secret for
ABC
50
7.
years.
Family man kept a 50-year secret. He was a fugitive wanted in one of Cleveland's biggest bank heists. So Thomas Randall, whose real name was Ted Conrad, told his wife and daughter his secret in a deathbed confession.
And they instantly was like, ooh, we about to go tell on you.
I didn't even think about that part, which is
50
funny you put that out.
years.
Yeah, right. The
50
only
years.
way we know about this is because somebody fucking blabbed.
This nigga held
So,
a secret for 50
Yeah,
years.
I mean, which you can't do nothing to him. He's dead, so he got away with it. But so just before Thomas Randall died, his wife of nearly 40 years asked his golfing buddies and his coworkers from the dealership where he sold cars to come by their home. They gathered to say goodbye to a guy they called one of the nicest people they'd ever known, a devoted family man who gushed about his daughter, a golfer who never bent the rules, a friend to so many that a line stretched outside the funeral home a week later. And let's see, So for the past 50 years, he was a fugitive wanted in one of the largest bank robberies in Cleveland's history, living in Boston under a new name he created 6 months after the heist in summer of 1969. Not even his wife or daughter knew about it until he told them what happened.
I wonder how much money he got.
It was, they say, scroll down a little bit here. Let's see. It was $215,000, which at the time is worth $1.6 million today. So he was working at it. He was a teller at a bank, and they were fucking leaving him alone and shit. And he just walked out and disappeared with 215 grand.
Bro, they have that. There's plenty of people who do that. Like, I was watching this show called Heist, and this lady worked for Loomis, and she figured out the routes, and like the two dudes went in the casino, and they filled ATMs in the casino. This is in the 90s, and you know that shit probably take fucking forever.
Yeah.
You know, like an hour or two. And they came out, she was gone, and she left for like 3.5.
Yeah. I mean, you got to have a plan, like, real quick.
But yeah, they planned, like, she knew, like, her and her boyfriend planned the routes out. Like, she was 21, her boyfriend was like 50 something. They planned
Her
the
boyfriend planned it out.
Yeah, he planned out the routes, got, you know, the van back to a secure location. She dressed up as an old lady. They took off to foreign countries forever. But then
They got caught?
But then her dude, like, took half the money, or took a bunch of the money, got another chick pregnant, got her pregnant, did a bunch of fucked up shit. And then she was like, I'm tired of living.
Well, what was fucked up? What fucked up shit did you do? 'Cause you haven't said anything fucked up yet.
Like the FBI, like the FBI, like, knows who you are. You know what I'm saying? So they're obviously
Change your
tracking
identity.
They're obviously tracking this lady down. They had to just keep moving all the time and all around the world. And then she eventually got tired of it, and she was left for like it was like 05. She had like 18 grand left, and she came back to the States and turned herself in. And then she did 5. And then
She did 5 years.
5 Fed time, and then
That's it?
and then
You got to go out on a fucking extravagant vacation and
this is the
travel the
this
world.
is the federal government we're talking about, Quincy. So, guess what she has to pay back for the rest of her life?
Oh, all that money?
$3.5 million.
Oh, yeah. But still, only 5 years. You can still. I
5
mean, I
years
just
in
wouldn't
federal
pay that
prison.
back. That would suck ass.
Yeah,
For sure.
She dumb. She should have just stayed with
But-
He'd in there and be having to give up his honey buns and stuff.
Hell no. I'd be taking honey buns, nigga.
Whoa, you be doing the rapes.
Yeah.
Taking your honey bun is what would happen.
Give him that honey bun, boy.
Quincy done ate 6 honey buns off his pillow. Like, oh no.
Somebody keeps leaving me honey buns in here. I don't understand why.
God, you gotta do favors.
They're pretty delicious.
But yeah, that show is Heist. It's called Heist. It's on Netflix, and
I mean, that's just stupid, though.
Every episode is just somebody stealing.
Did they catch the dude?
No, they didn't.
Oh, well,
fucking
then
do it. He like probably
she's stupid.
He probably ended up dying. 'Cause
She's stupid because he's not caught. The only reason they caught her is because she fucking came back and turned herself in.
well, that's
you dumb bitch.
That's because he left her and she's stuck in a foreign country. or something, right?
I doubt he left her.
He did. You should watch it.
What? Watch reenactments of this bitch's story?
No, they have the real lady. But
Yeah, this bitch, her
But,
story.
I mean, they have.
she of
people-
course she's gonna be like,
But they have people from the FBI and all that.
I don't believe he left her.
I believe he did
Why would he leave her?
because he's a dude and he took all the money and dipped.
Why would
that-
you
hey, that
why
dude
would
right
you
there
take
was a
all
G,
the
though.
money
215 racks and just walked out
why would you
in 1960.
I don't
you've
know,
got
'cause
a
people are
woman with
stupid.
you
People are stupid. I don't know.
and you've got a bunch
But
of
also,
money.
he's in his 50s and she's 21.
Yeah, that's super sick.
Yeah, but that dude,
Like, dope.
maybe that dude
Fucking
fucked up
sick,
the
bro.
assignment, bro. I don't fucking know.
What do you mean the
He
assignment?
left the bitch. I don't know, nigga.
I don't think he left. I think she left. She got mad because he was fucking some other puss, and she left.
You should watch it. Like, I don't want.
But this is her accounting of the story.
You don't believe her?
No,
Why not?
I mean, just
Because
based off
why
the
would she be like-
stereotypes, I believe the story.
I left, and it's all my fault, and I'm stupid for leaving and turning myself in. Why would she say that?
I don't
No,
know.
no one fucking has any accountability. But no one.
She got arrested in 05 though. Like this is she had accountability in 05.
No, she
was
didn't.
like, I'm pregnant, and he was like, I got to go get a pack of Newports.
He did, and then boom, he was gone.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. But
Put all
if
the
you
money
have
in a paper bag
that-
and he left.
that would just be the dumbest fucking thing. I mean, I guess he still hasn't got caught, but it would be less likely you're going to get caught if the only other person who knows your shit is still with you.
I mean,
So
it
why
just
would you
suck to
be
on
like,
the fucking
you're
run
pregnant?
all the time.
Yeah, I'm fucking other whores. I would be like, yeah, deal with it, and we're cool. Like we're in this to the end now. Like we can't go back. What are you talking about? So he didn't go back. The guy did.
No, he fled with his other bitch to another spot.
I guarantee if she wanted to go with him and his other bitch, she could have went.
You should watch it.
I highly doubt he was like, no.
He might have, nigga.
What man? What man is going to be like,
Some niggas are stupid.
a lot of niggas are stupid, but what nigga is going to turn down more pussy?
He wasn't a nigga. He was Mexican, and he was in his. 50s.
I mean, nigga, in the sense of
he was
man.
a 50-year-old.
He was a man.
in '93. Quincy, I don't know.
No self-respecting Mexican man is going to turn down more pussy.
So listen. So he was 50 when this happened. He got her pregnant, like I think 3 or 4 years after they were on the run.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't come back until 05. So that's what 11.
So she had already had the baby.
12 years. Yeah.
Okay, so then he was obviously cool with it. With her having a baby, that wasn't the problem.
No. He left whenever she was pregnant.
And then she stayed on the run.
And then she stayed on the run, had a baby, and then didn't have any money, and then was like, well,
so
fuck it, going back.
Was it his baby?
Yes.
Is there a DNA test? How do we know all of this?
You asked too many fucking questions.
No, I try to get to the truth of the
wow.
situation.
Did that bitch?
Maybe he did leave.
She just got
Maybe it
tired.
wasn't his fucking baby, and she was fucking up.
I don't think she
stepping
was
outside the
fucking up.
lines.
I don't
like,
think she
hey,
was.
bitch, we're in this together. You out getting pregnant by some other nigga? What the fuck? Get out of here! I'm out with this bitch.
I don't think that's what happened.
Why do you? Why do you not think that that's what happened? Why do you assume this woman is some innocent angel who did
I didn't
nothing
say
wrong?
She was innocent. They have people who accounted the whole story.
It is a show with writers
I'm just saying.
who wrote all of this.
There's people who did. So listen to this one. So the next story, right?
Oh boy,
There was a bunch of dudes who
I don't like this.
who
story.
found
A bunch of dudes.
there
I
was
don't like this.
there
I don't
was-
like it
there
either.
was-
I don't want this.
No, I don't want no TV with dudes.
There were 7 dudes, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
So they robbed the airport of a bunch of money. So I guess back in, this was like 20 years ago.
Wait, time out. There's money in the airport?
Yeah, so they print money.
Airport's got money.
So they print money.
Can
what I
you
found out-
overlay?
money at the airport.
Can you
No.
put money dollar signs in my eyes and like cha-ching?
Yeah, do that,
Do
man.
a cha-ching sign.
I'm gonna stab both you niggas.
They
So
print money at the airport.
they were
No, they
fly-
don't print money.
They
you
were
know, it's-
flying. They were flying money in from Germany, right?
Oh, okay.
So
okay, I got 'em.
you won't even know like there's money in these bags. Like you don't even know that. But one
They're
dude-
unmarked
but
bags.
one dude who worked at the airport was like, "Man, there's money in them bags." And then he found out that any given moment there's 80 million rolling through here. So he goes, "Hey, I'm gonna go find 7 of my friends and go. You guys want to rob this motherfucker?" So
Yes.
Why? Yes, I do.
everybody shaved their
Just
head.
kidding.
They shaved their head, eyebrows, shaved all the body hair that
smart.
they fucking had on their body. Shaved everything. Waited for the shit to come through. They walked in with fucking guns out and said, "Hey, look, we need everything."
Now it's armed robbery.
So they ended
I
up
don't like that
stealing.
plan.
They ended up
I
stealing.
like the more B&E
Listen.
Stole the
style.
wrong
So
bags,
so
didn't they?
no, they stole They stole
They
what
got the
they
right
could.
bags?
As much as they could carry. They got 8 million.
I mean, that's
8 million.
over $1 million a piece.
Right. But here's the fucked up part. So out of everyone the dude asked, he asked 8 people. 7 of them were cool. One friend
But
said,
the 8th one said no.
the 8th guy said no. So say Ben says no. And then
And then
the
you go
shit
do it,
happens,
and then he snitched.
and then they go, and then Ben goes, "I know who did it." And then Ben gets him a nice check from the government.
Bro, okay. If you are planning, word of advice, this is obviously
Bro.
satire, and I'm just joking anyway.
I was joking
if you're
about it at
planning
work.
a robbery and you're recruiting for said robbery,
Right.
and one of the recruits, the potential recruits, declines said robbery, but yet you've divulged all details to said recruit,
We got to kill you.
before doing said robbery, you now have to kill that potential recruit because they're going to snitch on you.
Right. So if I tell you all the details, Crespo, and then you say nope, We have to kill
Well,
him.
then if you still are going to do the robbery, then now you have to kill him.
Yeah,
you have
Say
to.
yes.
I have to.
Always say yes.
Yes, that's what I said. And so obviously they all got arrested, and then they all did. I think the most anyone did was like 10 years. Everyone else, like some people did 2, some did 3, some did 5.
I mean,
The most dude, like the dude that
That's
planned
still
it got
ass.
10. But yeah, the one guy that said no turned everyone in.
dude, you're a bitch, dude. Like I would
Was his
For
payday?
like what, $10,000?
The show-
$20
the-
and a fucking
the show is-
lobster
the show is
feast
crazy.
at Red Lobster.
The show
or
is
Ultimate
crazy,
Feast.
man. They showed one dude who worked at a distillery, and guess what he stole?
Beer, kegs.
He stole barrels of, at the time, the world's most expensive whiskey.
Like, why would you steal that? They're obviously gonna.
One barrel was worth.
They're not gonna realize the regular fucking Jack Daniels shelf shit is gonna be missing.
One barrel cost $100,000,
Oh, damn.
and he stole 12 of them. And sold it to everyone that he knew that wanted to buy one, and he was selling them for like $20,000 to $50,000. Bro, who the fuck has $50,000 just sitting around
to buy a barrel of whiskey.
Like, oh shit, you got that barrel? Let me go get my money real quick. Like the fuck?
And how do you receive 50,000? Nobody's gonna get you 50 grand cash.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to transfer it to you. So there's gonna be a paper trail. How do you explain somebody just gives you 50 grand into your bank account? You fucking idiot. Were you gonna fucking look at this nigga climbing over?
Yeah, that's funny as hell. But the crazy thing about it was, like, what was his game plan? Like, he didn't
That's
have,
just
he didn't have
stupid.
his market lined up.
You deserve to go to prison
Yeah,
for that because that's just dumb. Like, if you're gonna steal whiskey, you don't steal it to sell it.
You drink it.
Yeah, you steal it to drink, you fucking idiot.
Like, hee, I got you.
Yeah, and you don't steal 12 barrels. If you wanted some of that fucking whiskey so bad,
Just fill up a
yeah,
fifth.
take a bottle home with you. They probably would notice a fucking bottle
They'd never
missing.
notice. If it's a barrel, they never know.
Yeah, but you take 12 barrels, and then the guy who watches the barrels doesn't work there, and he's missing. Like,
We're missing over $1 million.
I wonder
of
who.
whiskey.
Yeah, they're gonna come looking for that.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Oh my god, that's so fucking crazy, bro. People are dumb.
Yeah.
I blame drugs.
It's
I
funny to
mean,
watch
alcohol's a
him
drug.
way.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we do have a story. So this is from the Kansas City Star, a
shit.
local story here. So
Armed security. What Hy-Vee is this?
So Hy-Vee rolls out armed security in KC areas. Shoppers won't see changes at other
It's
stores.
like Raytown or something?
So maybe this is only one Hy-Vee that's having this. So
Yeah.
let's see. As Hy-Vee grocery stores plan to roll out full-time armed security guards at Kansas City locations in the new year, shoppers will not see the same presence at other local stores. Costantino's, the other family-run chain, operates 30 stores across the metro, will continue to use private security and off-duty police officers to protect stores, instead of a new in-house force like their Hy-Vee counterparts. So is the headline of that title saying that other Hy-Vee's having their own private security, but other stores are not changing? Okay. So what?
Hy-Vee is going to have their own security and not hire off-duty police officers. That's how police officers make their money, is they do side jobs like that.
Right. And so I think the slant of this article and what they're trying to convey is like, oh, Hy-Vee's bad because they're not hiring these off-duty police officers. They're getting their own private security. Oh my God. Like, so scroll up real quick just a little bit. So this is a quote. It says, Costantino's Food Stores is committed to serving the communities where we do business, the company said in a statement Thursday afternoon. We base our decisions on our customer and employee needs, and we currently do not have an immediate need to alter our security measures. We do not see a need in the future. We will reevaluate to best serve our customers and our employees.
All I heard was blah, blah.
Yeah, so all they did,
blah, blah, blah.
that's just a corporate statement saying, yeah, we're not changing anything. We're doing our thing. So they're essentially, this article sounds like it's trying to make a big deal out of nothing.
That's
What they've said is
everything.
Hy-Vee is not using off-duty police officers, and instead they're going to create more jobs and hire their own people to be security for the store.
Yeah, like off-duty officers. Like for instance, like when you go to like I like margaritas. Like, everybody's been there. Like the one on Southwest Boulevard, and I went.
Margaritas.
I was in there one day, and we were eating, and it was like 9-10 o'clock at night. And there was an off-duty cop just sitting there eating chips and salsa, and he's like, "I've been doing this for 15 years," because he was talking to everybody, and he's like, "I've been doing this 15 years," and he's like, "Nothing has ever happened." And I'm like, "You get paid to sit here for 6 hours
And eat chips.
and eat chips and salsa,
Yep.
to not do a fucking thing."
Yeah. I mean, but
Which
here's the thing.
You don't want anything to happen, but at the same time,
No,
like you don't think that they could have because I mean they're paying him.
I don't know. Is Margaritas paying him? I wonder.
I mean, I
Or
would
is he
imagine
being
the
paid
city is
by the
because
city?
like all right. So for instance, like they hang out in Quick Trips,
Right.
Because they get free shit.
Right.
They hang. They're
And
at,
does the
they're
city-
They're at Arrowhead. Like
Well, that's when they're on duty, though. So they're getting paid by the city at that point, for sure, when they're on duty.
So they're hiring
Concerts.
guys, putting guns in their hands and tasers and bulletproof vests and having them.
Are they? Are they going to be armed?
Yeah.
I would imagine. Yeah,
Yeah, it says. So officers
Bro,
clad
okay.
police-style uniforms and equipment, including black vests, sidearms, tasers, and body cameras. What are sidearms, though?
How much crazy?
What do you
shit-
mean by sidearm?
How much
9
crazy?
millimeter?
Huh?
Sidearm. It's a pistol.
Pistol.
That's what we think when you say sidearm. But
Some
there
niggas stealing pork
you have
chops now,
to.
too.
They're
Crespo's
trying
like,
to be
"I'm
manipulative
on
with
it."
their language here.
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that is. Do they mean the same thing when we say sidearm?
They gonna shoot a nigga for stealing
Because
Febreze
it's
air
armed
clips.
security forces.
Jesus.
When Hy-Vee expands its armed security forces to stores in Kansas City, it will have to get the company's uniforms approved, and its security employees will need to pass a criminal history record check and a written test to obtain a private security license. Yeah, so they're going to be licensed private security people.
So probably a 22.
So I mean, maybe a 9 or whatever. They could potentially have guns. Which okay, so what?
I smell a
Cool.
lawsuit. I say what we do when they do this because they're going to be idiots. We're just going to go in there, set up a table, and we're just going to start eating food. But we're not going to leave the place. We're just going to keep eating food. And then when they come and say we need you to leave, no thanks. And just keep eating out of the packets. And our case will be, hey, we're going to pay for this when we leave. But instead, we're just keep telling them,
Yeah,
we're
but
going
you
to
have
get
no
our asses
case.
beat.
Yeah, but they'll be like, you can't do that. You can't just go in the store because they would easily be able to argue that the people in the store had no reason to expect that these people were intended to pay for this when they started eating.
Speaking of people,
Like-
speaking of people eating stuff, I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a dude who was not handicapped by any means, but he was rolling around in the handicap electric chair, and this nigga was eating chips and grapes, just like had everything open. Was on the phone doing typical nigga shit.
Yeah.
just on the phone having
Not
a loud
handicapped.
conversation and shit, just loud as fuck. Like, hey man, you remember Leroy at the barbecue? Eating chips and grapes, like openly, and drinking sodas and shit. And I was just like,
Oh shit!
That's crazy.
I always see that whenever I go like to a Walmart or something.
But I was just like, man, like I don't know.
What is wrong with people?
There's like an open.
I think
pack
it's a
of
good
cookies.
thing.
Somebody like ate a couple of them out of there.
I think it's a good thing that Hy-Vee has its own
companies
private
should have
security.
their own stuff. I just think like if you're gonna do it, like if somebody's stealing pork chops, you don't need to shoot them.
Ooh,
Yeah,
they
I
stealing?
highly doubt they're going to just shoot. Even if they do just shoot you for stealing pork chops,
You never know.
then they're going to go to jail because you can't just shoot somebody over
You
pork
never
chops.
know.
But
People
if they
shoot people over seatbelt violations, they don't go to jail.
right, but that's because they are a member of the government who is protected by the government.
Saying it's
So
I
when
just
you
don't-
have somebody who's a private citizen who this isn't a government employee shooting another citizen. This is
Praise.
a Hy-Vee dude, a citizen shooting a person. If that's what happens, so it'll go to court and that guy will go to jail.
that's what they should.
That
have,
nigga was
like,
eating the Cool
Like
Ranch Doritos,
as
and
opposed to
Yeah.
it's a police officer who shows up and
need-
shoots him, and then all his buddies are in court, and he knows the judge, and everybody's on his fucking side, and so they're like, "Whoa!" I
give
mean,
the wink
yeah, and he gets a little. pat on the wrist and
I
he's
think
free
they
to go.
should have what Crespo did. Like they should have Crespo like watching the cameras, just going, "Oh, he's stealing."
That's actually YouTube. The guy I got that from. That's pretty funny.
That still would be funny. That probably make you stop. You'd be like, "You in the blue hat? I see you stealing marshmallows.
Put that shit back.
Put that shit.
I mean,
that shit
I
out
think
of your.
that's a
Take it out of your pants and put it on the floor."
more companies should do that kind of thing.
I mean, if you got the means to hire those kinds of people, then you might as well do it.
Yeah, and the more companies that do that,
Hy-Vee got the money.
yeah, the more companies that do that and remove the police, the government enforcement
Yeah.
from more places,
Yeah.
then the less they'll be around, the less jobs will be available to them, the
How much
less
shit
money
you
will be
think
available to
going
them.
down- How much shit you think go down at Hy-Vee?
Not much.
Think there's a lot of thefts?
I mean, there's theft, I'm sure,
Like people be acting wild?
but not. There's not much. I
Where do you
highly
think
doubt there's
more
much
shit-
going on.
Can I
Where do you
tell you
think
what I
more
do
shit happens
sometimes?
at? Walmart or Hy-Vee?
Walmart.
Man, I've seen a lot of crazy shit at Walmart.
Walmart
I
is.
seen niggas fighting at Walmart.
Yeah, Walmart is where all the filth goes.
I think you was with me. We was at, or maybe you was. I don't remember. We was at the Walmart.
Everybody-
off of
everybody
40
goes to Walmart.
We was at Walmart off 40 Highway, and I'm
Ooh.
standing in line. And like that Walmart, the police was in there arresting someone every time I was in there.
I mean, that's the
But
ghetto
like, there was
Walmart.
this fucking homeless dude, and he had more shit than a basket could hold down his pants. Like all kinds of shit.
I didn't
was
see
just,
that.
I was just like, bro, like I get it. You need clothes and food, which you should need help. But my nigga, you stuffed it all down your pants.
We can see.
all of it.
We can see. Get one pair of pants and get out of there. Come back tomorrow. Get maybe a shirt next time. Like, fucking don't put the whole clothing aisle down your pants.
I get it. Like you should
Drugs.
do something, come back, do
Yeah.
something. Like man, they showed this one dude. I was watching Live PD one day, and they showed this dude, white dude, stealing from Sports Academy or Sports Authority. Yeah, whatever that sports store is. This nigga had on 12 t-shirts. Cops are like, bro, why you got on 12 t-shirts? He's like,
Academy Sports?
He's like,
I wore these in.
he's like, I like to wear all my t-shirts at once. And dude, I tried my hardest.
I'd have been like,
crack up,
nice try, bro.
like,
but
bro,
I mean,
what
good
the fuck?
effort. But
But like it was like him and like three white bitches.
Nah.
They look like they all smoke meth. But hey, you know what happened? What do you do? That's your business, not mine.
Tragic.
But yeah, like you got to be, if you're gonna steal something or if you're gonna do like crime, you should try to be.
don't
at
do
least-
crime, kids.
You should at least try to be good at it.
When I was a teenager, my brother worked in IGA grocery store. Y'all ever?
I
seen
know.
that?
Yep, I remember
IGA is.
Bob's IGA.
So what they would do as employees is they'd go down the aisle, and if they wanted something to eat, they would open it like cookies, eat a couple, and then move it to the back of the shelf. And what we
Yeah.
would do probably about once a week is we'd get the whipped cream cans,
Yeah.
and we go in the back and we do a whip it,
Yeah.
get real fucked up,
Fucking
and then we'd
druggies.
open up egg cartons and just throw fucking eggs across the store. Ugh, just zing them.
That's what you get for hiring fucking
You do.
retard
Teenage
kids
kids,
at
yeah.
your fucking grocery store.
Or we just like walk down the aisle and somebody be shopping, and we take like, I don't know, a bag of chips or, you know, a can of green beans and just like throw it over the aisle, drop in front of them.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously,
But
seriously,
that's
guy.
just- but that's
14 to
just.
16
I know
years
you're a
old.
dumb
Yeah,
kid. Like
yeah.
I don't blame
That's
you.
just-
Necessarily, but like,
I'm like, what?
come on, man.
Yeah.
You're fired. Get
Can
the
of green
fuck out of
beans hit
here.
him
Bro,
on the head.
like, but yeah, people do dumb shit. Like
Start
that's
bleeding.
just small kid shit. That ain't shit. But
I mean,
did
that's what you get
did
for
s-
hiring
did you see
dumb
the,
kids.
Did
Like,
you see the guy on the news from Walmart off of Berry Road? So there was a guy at Walmart, and he was
The
a
nigga
black-
that shot inside the Walmart.
So
Apparently,
he
I
didn't-
don't think
he
there were
didn't-
shots fired.
He didn't fire any shots. He got upset over something.
Do you know what he got upset over?
Something
Because I think we
stupid.
talked about this.
But
Or
he
no, it
started-
happened right after we ended our last
So
podcast.
he
happened?
started fighting customers in the store, punching them.
What?
He just
Yeah,
started
like,
punching random people in the
started
store.
punching random people. Started doing all kinds of other shit.
He like beat up or
And
punched
so
10 people.
The police
I think.
showed up, and then obviously they arrested him, and then they searched him, and they found methamphetamines in his pocket.
No.
10 counts of assault.
And he got 10 counts of assault because he knocked somebody's tooth out, and he punched another person, and he left injuries to people. But yeah, I think he was just high on meth. Did
I
I tell you
mean-
my other meth story?
Before we move on from that, I would almost kind of wish I was there.
Yeah.
Like,
that'd be a good
Baseball
one.
it's just some no
Hands,
weapon
feet,
hands.
elbows, and toes.
Come on now.
First you hit him with the hands, then you hit him with
I
the
would just choke. I
elbows.
would just choke him out,
That's a meth head though.
and I would hit right. But that's why you choke him out. Like nobody.
So it's okay to choke out a messed up black dude, but it's not okay to hit a white lady.
I wouldn't want.
It's okay to choke out a white lady too.
All right, cool.
Getting choked out is
It's different.
the least amount of damage you can do. If you just, I'd much rather be choked out than kicked in the face.
That's very, very true.
So,
I agree
which
with you.
you know what I'm saying? Like you have a broken nose, or you wake
what
up
happens
like
if
what
I
happened?
go, Quincy, let the choke go? It's been 3 minutes.
Well, then you're dead.
you killed her.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, Quincy, let's get out of here. But yeah,
But I
anyways,
would
yeah,
if
he
I was
just-
there,
he
bro.
started
Oh
fighting
man,
people
and he like throws it, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And then,
But
I see him. He
also-
already punched.
Also-
He already punched somebody. I would just try to sneak up behind him, and I would just grab him and fucking.
Also, my thing is, I
do
think
this
when
in his ear.
people
Shh, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
like, do you think people should get in trouble for when they call the police and go, he's got a gun, but he doesn't have a gun? Because what if
Yes.
they show up and shoot this dude? Because that's
Yes.
what they did.
That yeah,
I mean,
because
well,
there
that's
were
what-
reports that some.
They said there
this
were
is what's
shots
crazy.
fired.
They said there were shots fired and that dude had a gun. There was a shooter, active shooter at Walmart. He was just shooting with fucking these guns. Like
He just had his gun.
he was just shooting fucking hand pistol. Like
What I find hysterical is that, like, if that shit happened back in like the 60s or 50s, he'd have got his ass.
Yeah,
whipped
no-
by
nobody
everybody
would've-
in that store. But nowadays, everybody's like, "Oh no, he's throwing punches."
But see,
Record.
instead everybody's just looking for somebody else to solve their fucking problems. Instead of being like, hey, there's a dude just punched somebody. We got to fuck him up, right? Yeah, all right. Because did you deserve to get punched? No? All right, well, let's. I mean, if I was there, definitely I would be fighting this dude. Especially, I mean, I don't know what he looked like, but
He
if you
was
do
just
meth, you're probably not a huge.
I mean, he just
person,
looked like a normal black
Like,
dude.
I'm probably not scared to fight you.
Thank
So
you.
Marty Jannetty?
Dreads.
no, I mean, if possible, but I mean that's a very difficult maneuver to pull off. First, I have to tune the band up and
Let me
everything.
ask you a
and-
question. What does it take for you to give someone a Marty Jannetty?
Oh, I'm not against kicking this nigga in the face,
Like, where's
but
where's
I would
that
just
butt?
feel it would
with
be
the
the
drop kick.
it would be a much easier scenario to just choke him unconscious.
Like, if he walked up, punched you in the chest, and then said, spit in your face and said, say it with your chest, little
then
ass nigga.
I would, yeah, he'd get some. I'd tune the band up on him that time.
No, the
But-
right
All right,
thing,
Mel is warming on up.
the right
but,
thing
I
is
mean,
just to turn him in.
Just to turn the other cheek.
Turn his face around like
Yeah,
Daffy
like,
Duck.
turn his beak around his fucking face.
But here's my other methed up story. So, I was
Other
watching the
meth,
new
methed up or
That's
messed
methed up.
meth.
Oh,
meth.
It's super methed up.
Meth. Like,
Methed up. Okay, it's
I'm
like
gonna
meth
do
or
crazy
meth.
shit.
That's
Like,
methed
Right.
up.
so there was a lady, South Missouri, and her and her boyfriend smoked meth. It's probably she was a black lady.
Wow.
Black
And
people smoke meth.
it's, I never see it though.
Wait, is this the lady that fucking killed her husband or boyfriend with a samurai sword?
She killed her boyfriend with a samurai sword because she thought there was entities like demons inside of him,
I believe her.
and she wanted to release them, so she cut him open with a samurai sword.
Have you seen this bitch's mugshot?
Hey, that was some good.
Did you
dope.
see it?
Yes.
Yeah, man, she looked crazy.
Pull up this bitch's
hey.
mugshot, Ben.
Hey, that had to be some good.
Just
dope.
type in meth lady
Katana.
kill sword.
Meth lady sword.
Yep. I guarantee. Boom. Orange jumpsuit. That's her mugshot.
Yeah,
That's her.
That is her mugshot.
she did that shit.
Okay. Also
She smoked good dope.
to
She got a good hope.
kind of counter to your point,
Fizz at the door.
she might be mixed. She might be half white.
She looks
She's
like a nice
crazy-
lady to me.
She's a crazy person.
She's crazy as fuck, but she might not be all the way black. Do black people do meth?
It's you don't
Apparently
really see
so.
it.
She might be. That might be her white side. You know, maybe
she's got
white.
all her teeth, so maybe she just started.
Well, she started
And her face ain't
with
all ate
some
up.
really good shit, apparently.
Yeah.
But
Don't smoke meth.
how do you, man?
Would you?
Would I? I haven't seen her body necessarily, but I mean, in that picture, no. Like, I mean, if she was just offering, I'm not gonna say no. I get, you know what I'm saying, but no. Like, it's not my style. I would not want to be seen with her.
Like, you meet this bitch at the gas station, she's like, I'll give you some meth and coochie.
No, if there's meth involved, then I'm out. But if she's like, I'll give you some, well, if she says, I'll give you some coochie, then I'm like, oh, bitch, what the fuck's wrong with your voice?
I mean, that's
Don't-
meth face to me.
Don't do meth.
Yeah, but that's after years of meth.
Don't do meth.
But that lady, you know, don't do meth, kids.
Moral
Don't
of the
do that.
story.
Just do THC. It's it's good for you.
No, don't do drugs. Drugs are bad.
Oh wait, don't do drugs. I'm sorry.
Any drug. Don't do caffeine.
Don't drink coffee.
Just drink water.
I do drink.
Just
water.
drink. No, water might have
And-
drugs in it.
Water has drugs.
It might.
Technically, it does.
is-
Actually. They don't have a way to filter.
Are minerals drugs?
No, that's supplements.
They don't have a way to remove.
Vitamins.
Is calcium a drug?
No, that's
No.
unnecessary nutrients.
That's how you build strong.
What is
bones.
technically a drug? Does calcium
When it
alter
changes.
your brain
No,
chemistry?
it's-
I think it does.
Fellas,
everything?
there are
does.
antidepressants in your tap water. They don't have a way to get it out. So you piss in the toilet, you're taking antidepressants. It
I
goes
mean-
through the whole chemical deal, with chlorine and all that.
I've heard. I think I've heard kind of.
And they can't get
something
it out.
like this
So
before.
every time you drink tap water, they prescribe that much that you are actually, you'll have it in your
I
system,
I don't know. I'd be
percentage.
interested to see some tests and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised if that was true because you think about it like
That's why that shit tastes funny.
well, no, not necessarily, but somebody dumps their pills down the toilet.
Or just takes a leak.
Or-
It's in your system.
Yeah, that too. I didn't think about it that way, but I mean, it would be even more potent, I guess, if you just dump
Yeah.
your pills down the toilet. But
Cops show
guarantee
up.
people are definitely putting their antidepressant pills down the toilet or in other pills too, but some of them happen to be antidepressants.
Man, so
like
crazy,
Xanax
'cause
or
I had
something.
just went to your grandma's house
Oh, word.
and jugged out them Xanax.
See, that's where they went.
but they were expired, and I flushed
The-
them down the toilet.
See, and see that, and so those go down the
maybe-
toilet.
Maybe tap water's not so good because I know there's people out in the world who dump bricks of cocaine down the toilet and
Or it's
I mean-
this
really
other
good.
stuff. And
There's water treatment plants, and I don't know what all can survive in the treatment process because I've fucking worked in wastewater for the city
yeah,
and kind of seen parts of it or whatever how it works. I mean, there's a lot of shit. I mean, it comes in as like fucking shitty river
Mud-
water.
mud water.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And comes
Mud
out the shit we drink in the faucet. And there's like
comes out like Andy
a
Dufresne.
lot of chemicals and
I watched a
chlorine
video on
and
that
shit like
shit.
that get added
There's like
to
a
like
bunch of different filters it goes through. First, it goes like through a bunch of grates. Then it gets pushed through like sand and like charcoal and shit.
I mean there's
It gets treated with like chemicals. and
there's all
shit.
kinds of there's a very long process over miles of different buildings and locations in the city that take the water, the dirty water, and eventually turn it into clean drinking water. And there's a lot of shit added to it and cleaned out of it.
reverse
Yeah,
osmosis.
shit like that, yeah. But
What?
I don't know if you can get
It's not clean
everything
water,
out of
man.
it, I mean, and maybe there's some chemicals that are not affected by
What?
It's a water cleaner.
because they've designed the process to extract certain,
It ain't talking about the movie.
not necessarily I guess viruses and kill viruses and extract certain bacteria and other fucking chemicals out of the water and leave it just as mostly. But it's not pure hydrogen and oxygen.
How many times I'm done with Marcus's mama and I flush my juice rag down the toilet?
Bro, I've seen so many tampons, used condoms, ramen noodle packets. Like those are probably the top 3 things of trash I seen when I was working in wastewater. Like, cause you see the trash come in, like all the water just filled with trash. And seriously, it's tampons, condoms, and ramen noodle packets.
I just got done busting.
Like that.
There you go, Missouri.
I'm gonna go make some noodles.
You're welcome.
Nom, nom, nom.
I have a question. Why are you putting your ramen noodle packet down the toilet?
That's my question.
Because the kitchen isn't necessarily like
Who's flushing ramen noodle packets?
It's
Like
just one-
packages.
Oh,
Like-
jail.
like
Is there a jail around here?
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
one.
there's tons.
Just a couple.
Well,
I'm sure.
Yeah, but how much ramen noodles is there in jail?
That's
like
like
that's a
there's a
prison
lot-
thing.
there's a
That's
lot.
the in jail.
Prison, yeah, but
Jail and
in
prison,
jail.
they
Okay.
have commissary. It's like the top thing. They make
Okay.
bread with it. And
Yeah.
tortillas.
But
they're just
but
How do you make bread out of ramen noodles?
bro. I mean,
could
it's a
not-
fucking. Oh, you grind it up. You
You like
mash
turn
it down.
into
It's
powder.
flour.
Yeah.
It's
And
it's
then
a
they,
starch.
Like, they like wet it and like form it back
Yeah.
together.
Easy.
You should watch it.
It's
like-
just a
They, like,
starch.
They make like pizzas and shit. I'm like, yeah, but making pizzas, niggas like fucking make it out to like where it's
Niggas
doughy.
in jail and prison are
But
be getting
also-
highly
but-
in,
but also-
ingenuitive.
but-
They let
but
it
also-
crusty
but
and shit.
also in prison, like I mean, they still get same shit that we can get. Like,
Oh yeah.
like talking to our homeboy, like they get
Not
like,
everything.
They get like fresh favorites. Like he said the other day, he got like 3 Chipotle sized breakfast burritos, like
Chipotle size.
ready to
but
go.
yeah,
You just warm it up in the microwave.
that's legit.
But I've also seen videos of people taking, taking like their TV and plugging it in, but then taking the wires and like connecting it to their bed to create a hotspot, and then like trying to cook stuff on it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
when you're sitting there with nothing to do for hours and days and years, you come
figure
up with some shit.
out.
My old man
I
said
seen
they had,
niggas
uh,
barbecue.
Do you know what the number one thing like for trade is in jail?
Coffee.
Coffee.
Yep.
used to be cigarettes.
It's coffee. You can't smoke
Can't
in
smoke
prisons
cigarettes.
no
I
more.
know.
Yeah.
But it's
And then
They-
with the
but
chewing
you know
got
what's
e-cigs,
crazy?
you got
they started
e-cigs.
drying
They
that
can-
out
they
and
can
smoking
vape.
chewing tobacco.
they
That's
can vape.
trash.
And that's
like-
giving people lung
Like I was
cancer.
watching 60 Days In, and everyone had a vape.
You can vape, but
can
you
vape.
can't smoke
Smoke cigarettes.
cigarettes. Wouldn't it be more dangerous to give them an electronic battery?
Well, they use that
Then-
to they disassemble it.
That's what I'm
use it to
saying.
start
Then
fire.
to give them a pack of cigarettes and matches, or some, or like some sort of electric thing they can light cigarettes with, dude. What are you idiots? Like you're gonna give them fucking batteries
not everyone's
and
logic makes
My-
sense, Quincy.
My dad was telling me a story about inmates were getting wasted, and this went on for months. Like they're finding them and they're just hammered, and they're searching cells, can't find it. So like 8 months later, it's like everybody's just getting
So
wasted.
your dad was a prison guard.
Right. They found a fire extinguisher in the elevator it was cracked, and one of them just noticed it was cracked. Well, they were just brewing like with old potato peels. They just kept putting it in there and making like a vodka.
In the fire extinguisher.
So they would get in the elevator and they'd all take shots, and get out.
Damn. Hey.
How smart was that?
Yeah, bro. That's crazy.
wicked
You
smart.
gotta find a way to get fucked up,
I mean, that's how it goes.
bro.
I
Why?
want to know how the fuck they make tattoo guns.
Out of
Like
so
Like CD players.
yeah,
And
like,
needles. You take the
Yeah.
motor. All you need is a motor. All you
Yeah.
need is something to make a needle do this. So if you can attach, you have the motor from a CD player or something
and
that
then,
spins,
and then the ink they use is out of pins.
Yeah.
So if you have a blue pen or a red pen, they
which
take
probably can't be good for your
that.
skin.
It's not good for you.
You know what I'm
You're in
saying?
prison, what do you fucking care?
9 times out of 10,
I'd be like,
you-
Hopefully you're gonna get out.
I
nine
don't
times.
care.
Like if you're in prison and they're like, "Hey, you're in here for 2 years," like
Yeah, maybe you don't
Well,
want
give
to
me some prison
inject
tax.
cancer into your
you
fucking
might not
skin.
want to have an infection when you leave.
Yeah,
If they're like,
this is
"Man,
my
you're in here
prison
forever,"
melanoma.
If they said forever, then yeah, my eyeballs are about to be blue. Like,
oh my god,
You don't want that. Just got
get the whole mutilation.
fucking huge infected eyes, all fucked up, like they're all blue and infected.
I can't close my eyes anymore.
I can't close my
We had
eyes.
to, we
I
had to
gotta sleep
remove your
like this.
eyelids.
Yeah, I mean, but when you're like I said, when you're sitting there and like because like where old boy is at, like that's everybody doing less than 10 to 8, like so everyone's getting out.
Yeah, so nobody's in there doing
But-
wild fucking shit because nobody's trying to get
Trying to
more.
stay
Right,
Yeah.
but
out of
he
trouble.
said like when he was in El Dorado, like when you're there, like they just mix everybody. You could be out in a year, you could never be out.
Yeah.
And they just mix everybody together. Yeah, he saw BTK.
That's crazy.
That's pretty weird. He was an old frail fuck.
You get his autograph.
You walk up, hey man, I'm a fan of your work.
Hey, yeah.
He'd be like, what the fuck? But
What did that guy do? I mean, he was like a serial killer. Or
He
something.
was a serial
like
killer
cop.
from the 70s, and so they fucking hit that nigga with the future. So in the 70s,
Hit him with the future.
yes, bro, they hit him with the future. So in the 70s and 80s, he was killing people.
Yeah.
They found evidence, but at the time they couldn't test it. They waited until 2005 to test this evidence, and then was like, "You did it."
But what was the evidence?
Just like
Semen.
semen and other stuff. They kept
They
his
saved
semen for
his
like
jizz.
20
Somebody had a 20-year-old bottle of cum.
Yeah. But then
Obviously,
they found
he was already
but-
arrested
But
by
then
that
they
time.
no.
I want to know the guy in
no.
the 70s. I was like, this is
You should watch.
excellent.
You should watch his documentary.
He was a cop, I think.
They didn't
Was it-
arrest him until like 20 years after the fact.
Wasn't this the guy that was a cop?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think he
Netflix.
was.
Was he?
watched
I
it.
He
think
might have
was a
was.
cop for a little
But
bit.
he did fucked up shit. Like he was killing bitches and putting them in barrels and, just doing fucked up things.
What's crazy is there's thousands of serial killers out there still that have just never been caught and never will be.
You know, apparently there is a serial killer or potential serial killers working like together that have been. I think they said maybe Long Island for like 30 years and nobody's fucking talking about it.
That's shady.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of people have like been missing or like dead or whatever, and like
That sounds.
it's not on the news or anything like that, but
sounds
it's been
political.
going on for like
Yeah, that's kind of
30 years apparently. I haven't looked into it. I need to look more into it.
I mean,
You should
watching
look
like
into it too.
I've watched a lot of serial killers and their mindsets and what they do, and there's a lot of crazies in the
Well,
world.
they fucked
man.
up. They could have been a CEO.
But see, here's the thing, right?
A lot of crazies.
Right. How many people have similar mindsets to serial killers, but just manage to control it or potentially even just get themselves into a job where they can kind of vent this urge they have, like some sort of politician who is deep within some sort of
They're all psycho.
crazy state who can
What they chose.
choose what the
away.
narrative is and
Yeah.
get away with all kinds of crazy, fly on planes with fucking convicted pedophiles and go to crazy islands and
The world is fucked up.
yeah, and it's a lot more fucked up than
Yeah, they just hit
than
that
we
bitch
know.
with- They hit that bitch with 75 years or some shit.
But here's the thing. She got a fuck ton of time, and then all of the records were immediately sealed. And nobody can know anything about any of the evidence. And the guards that were asleep or away whenever Epstein was in his cell alive and then in his cell no longer alive.
There were a lot of important things that went to that.
When and the cameras
Yeah,
were
what
off,
what happened to
those
them?
guards, all charges dropped. Nope, you no charges. You didn't do anything, I guess. It's your job to make sure that this person who could potentially divulge information about the most powerful people in the entire world and have damning evidence, and he's gonna talk because they got him. And whoops. We stepped away for two. We were, whoops. We didn't do our job. Oh,
Man,
well, it's okay.
My DoorDash was
Don't-
here. I had
just-
to go down and pick that up.
just
I came back. It was
make sure next time you guys have an international potential convicted child molester that has the information on all the government is in your hands. Don't let it happen again. Okay, boss.
Nigga, they should have had they should have had him in a clear box with people standing around it with a live news feed
Yes, at all times.
at all times.
But whoops,
You
the
can see-
cameras went
you
out.
can see Epstein's doing at 3:00 in the morning. He be in his cell beating off. We can see it.
They covered that shit up. We don't know.
Fuck yeah, they did.
He obviously he had to have had videotapes,
Bro, he had
and
everything.
all types of shit on deep dirt on these Bill Gates, Bill Clinton, maybe Donald Trump,
Yeah.
all types of these crazy elite powerful people who want to do wild shit and influence the world and shape it in their fucking eyes for some reason. They know best. You know, Bill Gates wants to have a microchip that is a birth control microchip.
Yep.
That you could turn your your fertility on and off with a microchip. Wow, it's so easy. Instead of having to take these birth control pills or, get this vasectomy or wear these condoms, I can just get this microchip, and then with the app on my phone, I can just turn it on and off whenever I want. Then when I'm ready to have kids, I'll just turn it on. And only I am the one who has control of that, of course, because no one else could hack my phone, or the manufacturers of this could never have a back door into it to just choose and decide who gets to have children and not.
That's some weird shit.
It's all
That is real. He is really wants to do that.
Why is he buying up all the agriculture around the United States?
He's been talking about.
I don't know.
I know why.
He's an evil fuck. That's why.
He's been really talking about plant-based foods, and he's pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Well, behind the scenes, he's buying up a shit ton of farmland, as much as he can. So what does that tell you?
I mean, he wants to invest and make some sort of probably plant-based meat alternative type shit, and have his company be the one who is the sole supplier of soy or whatever the fuck plant it
Microsoft
is,
patties.
and he'll make trillions of dollars, because all the
Microsoft burger today.
all the Impossible burgers will come from his farm.
He got busted in that. He spent a year talking about alternative meat from
That shit is not
plant-based
good for
foods,
you.
Yeah,
and then
no, it's not. It's
bunch of chemicals.
hydrogenated oils and plant oils and shit like that. It's terrible for you. Just because it's quote unquote allegedly good for the earth, which it's not. Like, dude, vegans are such pussy retards.
Well, here in the future, we don't eat meat, and we've learned to all get
Okay,
along.
but why do
South Park.
vegans not eat meat? What, or in your opinion, I mean, why do you think vegans don't eat meat? I mean, we might not be
they care
correct.
about animals or
right.
some shit.
That's what I would assume,
I care
because
about animals.
I do as well. I don't want animals to just suffer and be. I don't like factory farming and that kind of shit. I think it's awful.
Nigga, Jesus ate fish.
Did he?
Right.
Who's Jesus?
Hey, if you don't,
Jesus.
are you not about him?
Corner store.
No, I'm not.
Go get the
Ben,
K.
can you please get the K, because he is not about Jesus.
And also get the knife so I can stab him in the face.
Yeah,
But
but
I
Mike muted.
I mean, I know how to treat my depression.
Thousand Island dressing. Anyway, they care about animals. That's what I would assume. Most vegans are vegan because they don't want animals to die.
Animals are
But
delicious.
here's the thing: how do you think they harvest corn or soy or any vegetable? How is it done?
Combine.
They have a giant machine. It's a big combine.
Yep.
And it has a large area that it drives through and churns up the dirt and grabs the carrots or the fucking soy or whatever it is.
Yep.
Do you think when there's a little baby rabbit in the way of the lettuce that's there, munching on it, while the combine comes up to pick up the lettuce, the combine goes, "Oh, excuse me, little bunny rabbit, let me move you out of the way,
Yes.
so I don't harm you in any way."
That's not how it.
No,
That's not how it works.
no, it fucking mutilates and churns that motherfucker up too.
Rabbit
And
sausage.
anything else in its path, little baby deers, little birds, little bugs, all this shit is a sea of death. There is always vultures circling over any field when it's being harvested.
Word.
Because there is going to be mass death
Why you
in that
doing my
field.
Is that
farming
is that
experience?
Facts.
Vultures.
Vultures will circle all fields essentially when they're harvesting, because they know when shit's
Going
dying.
down,
They can
yeah.
smell it.
You just ruined my farming imagery.
So it's not more helpful to animals to eat plants. Shit still dies to eat plants. The plant has to die to eat it,
Everything on this
the-
planet kills to survive.
everything.
Everything.
Death is
craziest
necessary
thing I seen.
for the survival of everything else. Something has to die for anything else to survive. That is
Not the bunny.
facts of
yo.
life.
Bigger trees kill smaller trees. Like it's
Well, the
everything.
death, the tree doesn't necessarily kill it, but it can. Some trees do.
I'm okay.
But the tree falls, it decays and dies, and the nutrients go into the soil, and then another tree shares those nutrients. And like, come on now, it's the circle of life. I'm sorry,
I'm okay with killing spiders. And
but see, that's the
deers.
thing is people essentially they don't like to admit that they have an animal hierarchy, that they care more about some animals than they do others. Like, oh my God, the poor cows, and don't kill the pigs and
They're
and the
delicious.
chickens.
They're delicious.
But you'll fucking step all over an ant and not give two fucks.
I'm killing a chicken.
Yeah, because they're delicious. I'll kill a chicken to eat it, but I can also still appreciate a chicken and be like, this is a cool animal. It's interesting. Like,
Because
I don't want to take a chicken and
I'm
fucking
pretty sure,
mutilate it
I'm pretty
and
sure
torture it.
If a vegan woke up and there was a tiger in its house, you'd kill it.
No, don't hurt the tiger. He just wants to say hello.
Bro, I seen a video of a
Tiger
tiger
King.
sitting there and like they were just recording its like breathing, and it sounded like a fucking V12, bro.
Bro, I seen a video. There was these.
Like it sounded like a V12 motor.
There
just
was this.
idling.
There was a tour group. There was these people in a fucking like Land Rover or Range Rover,
Nope.
old school truck,
Nope.
like
Nope.
SUV,
Nope.
and they're in this like Tiger Park or whatever
Nope.
reserve, and there's a tiger chewing on their bumper. And I think at one point their like foot is off the brake or something, and the tiger is literally pulling with his mouth, pulling the vehicle, pulling a full-sized SUV. Yeah, look at this fucking video. We could probably show this.
Nope. Look at that thing. Imagine seeing that thing for the first time in life.
Yeah, so first he's just chewing on the bumper, and he's trying to get the food inside, but these motherfuckers are insanely strong.
Yeah.
It can grab a bumper of a car with its mouth and pull it. And the brakes are on. The fucking brakes are on. They're hitting the brakes. I just seen their lights come on. It looked like they were hitting the brakes.
Why don't
and
you
he was
drive away?
still pulling the fucking car.
He's like, y'all hang around here too long. I'm gonna start biting on these tires and get
So
you.
he's pulling the tires across the ground.
Why didn't they drive off?
I don't know if I could do that. I could definitely pull your car if you put it in neutral and I like hooked up a rope. I could get it to move. But if you put the brakes on, I'm not getting it to move.
You get it to move, nigga. We signing you up. for
Right.
something.
There's no fucking way on rough terrain or like if you have traction.
Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Bro,
They're just like,
Tigers-
oh, it's cool, buddy. But
Yeah,
this happens
Bro,
all the
that
time,
window
buddy.
they have right there is too big. That's too big of a window for the tiger
yes,
to get his claw
he'll
up in there.
get up in there and rip your face off.
You know what's even more scary?
Bro, drive away or back up over
you
that
know what
motherfucker.
I just thought about that's more scary?
Okay, you can.
Because here come his buddy coming to get these.
Yeah,
guys.
just
is-
fucking run that bitch
what's
over.
the- what's
I
the-
love tigers, but kill it.
What's the cameraman behind? Like 6 pounds of bulletproof
I hope
glass?
he's in another car, maybe.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's in another vehicle.
Bro, fuck no, because there was another tiger coming up the rear, my nigga. Like,
That's why I said his buddy was coming out the bushes like, hey, nigga, here I come.
like, nah, nigga.
I'm out of here.
Like,
Hell
animals
to
are-
the no, bro.
Like, I'm not a fan of killing animals just to do it.
I'm not for
But-
nothing.
Yeah, like,
But
I'm
if
not
there's
just
a
gonna-
reason,
yeah, like I ate Bambi. What, nigga?
well, if it's to provide sustenance, nutrients for your body, then that's a reason.
If I see you walking here with a Coming to America jacket, I'm gonna be upset. Like,
I
why
wouldn't.
you
I'd be like,
kill
did you
that
eat the
cheetah?
lion?
Why you kill that lion and cheetah?
Maybe the lion was a dick.
Because that'd be fresh.
What
nigga.
if Crespo? What if the lion was at a family barbecue with all its lion family and friends, and Crespo just rolled up and started spraying?
Then that's not okay. But what if that lion was at his family barbecue
Yeah.
and he seen his lion X
Yeah,
with a new
with Crespo.
with her new baby daddy,
Yeah,
and she got her new babies with him, and that lion goes up and fucks them babies up
That's
and starts
okay.
killing them because he's mad that she got a new baby daddy.
does he
kills
kill the
kid.
girl and the?
No, he kills the kids
That's it. Damn.
and the dude kills the kids and the dude so he can start fucking this bitch
They gonna
again.
have to hook that
And then
lion
Crespo
up.
rolls up while he's about to kill the second kid, and smokes the lion.
Then we gotta-
Saves the day.
Then we got to give Crespo a Purple Heart.
And then he wears it as his fucking head on his shit like a fucking badge of honor. We're like, that's that dickhead lion who fucking raped those kids.
But what if I don't know, you know? I mean, yeah. You saved the day.
See, Crespo's a hero.
Fuck them kids.
Good job, Crespo. You're a hero.
And on that note, I think we can probably wrap the show up right there.
The opposite
Yo,
of-
Rapperooski.
Another episode in the bag. Roll Up Gas podcast. We
first
started
episode of the
low,
new
all the
year.
way down and fade in.
Let's go.
But you know,
It's the first episode of the new year, baby. We lit. We
2022, we coming at you. Another episode in the bag. Appreciate y'all checking us out. Hit us with that like and subscribe if you don't mind. You know, it helps out that stupid algorithm nonsense. And that's another one in the bag. We out, baby. Peace. Yep.